Wait.
We need Razor Ramon or Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme music, man. We got to know cast music. Cast member.
Hey, nah.
So then why don't we let him pick the
fuck with
music?
that. Hey, shit.
Well, you was talking about Buddy's house shoes. You got a teddy bear in your pants.
Yeah, so, he's talking about me.
Oh, I was about to say,
It's
my
all
wife
right,
did
for
me
sure.
like that. That'd be fucked up. I didn't notice that.
Nah.
You got a bear on the joint.
Dude, he got a bear and M
Hey.
and a
Hey, look.
What's going to work? Teamwork.
Those are
Nah. He got jokes.
those
For
are
real.
those are Letterman pants.
These
Oh shit!
hey,
thought
fresh
those were
from
college
Maryville.
dropouts.
Goddamn. Fresh from Maryville. All right, let me
Those are university pants.
I thought those were college
He hit it
dropouts
with
for a
that.
second.
He said,
All right.
You guys ready?
Because equal opportunity employment over here. Everybody
it is. Everybody can get it, bro. Everybody can get it. Mine's a little low. Y'all a little low?
Yo.
Anybody realize how hot, like how he's like?
Open up a can of whoop ass today.
Yeah.
So,
Cause Stone Cold said so.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah. Bro, I was so pumped watching the WWE doc. Oh my god, I don't know.
that
if you guys
shit
have
was
seen
fire. No, I seen it.
Which one?
It
There's
was
a
actually
million
fire.
of them.
The Mr. McMahon one.
it. Yeah, on
Mr.
Netflix.
McMahon one.
Yeah. And I told myself all week that I was gonna watch Receivers and I was gonna watch Starters. And I ended up watching Love Is Blind.
yeah. I said I was gonna watch Starting 5 too, but I put it on the first 15 minutes. I was like, what?
Really?
It was on LeBron, man. I just ain't got no LeBron interest.
Hey, I feel that.
Nobody
And
wants.
then it went to Jimmy Butler. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, they going a little off track with that one.
I feel like if I
The
watch the
Receivers
whole
weren't bad.
season, I kind of know what happens.
I already
Yeah,
finished
'cause-
it.
I mean, it
Shit.
follows the season, so we know what
Right.
happened.
Yeah.
But I think the headline players like Tatum that you don't really hear a whole lot from. I think that's. I mean, I'm not just saying it because you're here, but that's a player you don't hear a whole lot from. You hear Ant, but you really don't know Ant, and that's.
I get what you're saying.
That was
like
cool.
Well, you want-
I mean, it's more of their character though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Ant is more of a boisterous character. Like even if you, I don't know if y'all seen that movie with him and Oxer Hernandez. I can't remember the name. of
Yeah,
it.
that was a good
Hustle.
movie.
Yeah, it was.
Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle.
That was
I like
good.
that.
That was a good movie. But like, it kind of showed a little bit of his. That's how his character is on the court. Like, even if
Bro.
y'all was to watch him, like, that's
He come at
That's
you,
him.
he talk shit
Yeah,
and
but-
everything. That movie was perfect for him.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
it
that
it
movie was
really
good.
did.
But
It
you
shaped
know
him
his
perfectly.
personality because it shows. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum don't look interesting. So what's gonna show off camera that don't show on camera?
Yeah, light skinned guys really not that interesting.
Dude,
Nah, I'm just-
look, all I'm
I
saying
care,
is, if you watch it and you get to Anthony Edwards' parts, it's actually pretty good. It's like dope.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
it
it
And
is.
is.
dude, funniest dude ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to check it out again. It's just that 2K had double rep. I was like double rep or that, so I was like, I'm just going with the
I'll
double
tell you
rep.
what, if you want to skip the LeBron part and Jimmy Butler, just go to episode 2.
Episode 2. Okay.
Yeah, actually go towards the end of 1, and then it introduces Anthony Edwards, and then go to 2.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
But
I
they probably jump back and forth, don't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give it to you.
Receivers is pretty good, and quarterbacks was actually pretty good too. Like quarterbacks was the year Patrick Mahomes had won the championship or whatever, and that was pretty good. And then they dropped receivers. They didn't. I mean,
Who was on receivers? Who was on receivers? Who was they?
They had
St. Brown,
Justin
Kittle,
Jeffers
Justin Jefferson,
and
Samuel,
Debo Samuel.
And I feel like I'm missing one
That's
more.
a pretty good cast right there.
It was pretty good.
Debo
yeah, I think
seemed
it
like
was.
he's
Why do I-
pretty
why
soft.
do I
What
feel
type
like
of
I'm missing
personality
one?
do Debo have?
It might have been 4 or was one more.
it was
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
short.
done seen him cry a couple times on the field. Debo.
Yeah, no, Debo take it to heart. So it's crazy. They talked about how he got his name. He said his dad gave him his name because he used to always take people shit or whatever, like from
Debo.
like on Friday, so he called him Debo, and that's how he got his name, Debo.
That's
Samuel.
what's up.
So that was cool, like to learn in a doc. You know what I'm
If
saying?
I had my choice of receivers I want to see on that show, I wouldn't have picked any of those.
Really, who would you have picked?
Don't say DJ.
Stephon
Moore.
Diggs.
Okay, give me the 4 you would have.
Man,
chosen.
Steph. Well, hold on. Stephon
Stephon
Diggs is
Diggs.
sleeping with everybody's girlfriend right
he would
now.
be number one.
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't
I
hear what
I
he
don't
did
know
on
if y'all heard of
Valentine's
that
Day?
right there, but Stephon Diggs is
everybody
the
girl-
player.
He a sniper.
Yeah.
He a sniper.
All the
Hardy.
basketball wears
He fuck Hardy, he
girlfriend.
fuck my
All the
girl.
rappers'
Anybody?
girlfriend.
He said, I see you, I want you.
He's
Yeah.
he's
Dude.
putting he's
He's a
taking
sniper.
them all down.
There was like a thing I saw on Twitter that last Valentine's Day he had 2 girls in the same hotel in different rooms.
Wow. He like, hey.
Well, that ain't that tough.
I'm hitting you at
I mean,
9:30.
that's
I'm
too
the
much.
other one at
That
12.
ain't that
That's
He's
tough.
like,
too
hold
much
on,
going
let
to
me,
the
let me
lobby.
go to the lobby real quick
too
and
much
then
of
just
that.
I
hurry
know a
up.
couple
I
people
ain't gonna
did
lie,
that at the
that's-
Budget Motel in the La Quinta. You know what I'm saying? That ain't that tough.
He did that a
You can
couple
do that at
times.
the Red Roof. Red Robin.
He said that's light work.
Have y'all ever seen that Last Chance U though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. That's
The
fire.
basketball
Yeah,
version.
Yes,
no, both-
yes,
I saw
yes.
both
It's
seasons.
crazy. I still kind of follow the light skinned dude. Dang man, I can't remember his name, but he actually he was playing for college and he was looking to go
You
into
talking
the
about the
draft.
point guard?
Yeah,
The mixed
yeah,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember
I
exactly.
forgot his name.
Deshaun.
too.
Deshaun. That's his name. Deshaun. Yeah. Deshaun. So
Yeah, I liked
Deshaun-
him, too.
Yeah. He was pretty good. And it's crazy. Somebody I went to school with, his name Kel Winball. He actually hooped with him down in California. So
Oh,
that was
okay.
actually kind
I
of
think
cool.
I think now he plays overseas though.
Maybe.
Yeah, they should be juniors now, right? In college, it
Nah,
should be
he
like their junior
graduated.
year.
Yeah, no, they graduated.
Nah, he
now,
graduated.
because I
Okay.
think they came out like 2020. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so
it
you know
about 4
it
years
was
ago.
2 seasons, right?
Oh yeah. So I think the first one came out 2020, 2021. Yeah, but I remember COVID had happened. So,
Yeah,
so
be
it had
right.
messed up
Yeah.
the,
So that was like 20 and
yeah, it was
2021.
like it had messed up the recording of it.
So let me finish my list.
Oh, yeah,
What
bad.
we talking about?
Your top four:
I
Stephon
got
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, C.D. Lamb, Tyreek
Okay.
Hill,
Oh yes,
and Justin Jefferson. Those are the 4 I'd pick.
Okay,
But
that's
CeeDee
fire.
Lamb is a
I
bum.
feel like Tyreek Hill, bro.
But he's interesting though.
CeeDee Lamb is a bum. I
I
gotta
got
say,
a player.
CeeDee Lamb don't really create a lot of space.
His quarterback is Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott is a good quarterback.
No.
Dak is definitely a good quarterback. He just get a bad rap, man. I mean, if you look, you put his stats up against any other quarterback in the league, he has to be top 5 within the 10
As far
years
as
he's been in
stats.
the league.
As far as stats,
Yeah, stats, wins too.
Slappy bitch rounds.
Okay.
I'll partially get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dak puts in some belt, but I feel like like every quarterback, they have their situations, right? So it come down when he plays certain teams, he chokes. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, every quarterback has that, but if you looking to be one of the top greats, like don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say
So what specific team you would say that he choke on?
man.
He didn't score a
Before
fucking
you
touchdown against Detroit.
answer that, let me intro the pod real quick. We're still going on the camera. Yeah, okay. Welcome to the sports panel. I am your host, Swell. We're gonna go around and introduce ourselves real quick.
Yo, Coach Dre.
All right, it's Taj CEO.
Jason.
Mark.
All right. I want you to get into that. But before you do, I'm just gonna say real quick. When talking about Dak, we can't confuse effort with results. Give your take.
I can definitely feel that. Okay. He
So
said
what
the team.
What team? Because you said he's
okay, I might be partially biased because I mean I like Kansas City, but I feel like Kansas City be putting some decent belt on Dax. But I mean I feel like they have a good overall defense. Their defense is solid.
See, that's the problem, though. Look at all the big games that they lost, like their playoff games. The
Okay.
defense always jump out on them, 21-0. They always go down at the beginning. So Dak
That's true.
has to play catch up every time. Every
That's
time they
definitely a
lose a
fact.
big
Okay.
game. If you notice, even when they lost to
Yeah.
Green Bay recently, when they was down 21 in the first quarter,
Yeah.
it's hard to
Yeah.
catch up from that.
You definitely right about that. You got a great point. Defense does definitely play.
Now every game that there's a big game, they let you down.
What you say about Dak Prescott throwing interceptions? Go.
When he's trying to catch up and always trying to force the game, like at the end of the game, he's always got him in the game. So he is either Dak make a play or we're going to lose. So I'd rather have somebody who's going to try to make a play. Nobody talked about Brett Favre when he did it.
Yeah, he did. He always threw interceptions. That was the
Nobody
thing
talked
against
about
him.
Brett Favre interceptions. He got MVPs. How many MVPs did Dak Prescott have?
As many as he deserved.
Dak Prescott's worst year is better than Brett Favre's best year, stat-wise.
He wasn't playing against players like Patrick Mahomes.
He not playing against Patrick Mahomes.
I'm talking about those the people that's getting the MVP.
What I'm saying is Brett Favre didn't get the same ridicule as Dak Prescott got.
Fuck Brett Favre.
Dak Prescott
But
is way
Fuck
better.
Brett Favre.
both y'all have great points. Though. He does have
money
points
for
here,
them.
though.
There's
Like,
valid reasons to say fuck Brett Favre
right.
outside of football.
I agree with that.
But even then though, like he has a great point too. Like it's like now like the NFL has like so many well-rounded quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, I mean, don't get me wrong, they still gotta adjust and they still have things to work on. But like if you pull up a game or whatever, like these quarterbacks are a lot better than like previous games we used to watch.
But
Like,
how
you know what I'm
many
saying?
of them throwing the ball like Dak Prescott?
Let me ask
I
you
mean,
guys
don't get me wrong. He throw nice cutters and stuff. Like my favorite person to watch personally is Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, just because Lamar, he's throwing bullets. Like that thing is going in 2 seconds right in his hand. And then same with Patrick, like he can cut one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. Like I love somebody who can create some space basically in football because
Let's put this to rest right now. Dre, I'm gonna name a quarterback. You tell me if he's better or worse. Patrick Mahomes.
Is Dak better than Patrick
Yes,
Mahomes?
just better or
Nobody's
worse.
better than Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, just so no, right?
No.
No. Justin Herbert. Yes or no?
Yes.
You lying.
Yes, he's better than Justin Herbert.
Nah.
Burrow.
I would rather
Burrow,
take
yes or no?
Herbert.
Go back to Justin Herbert. What has Justin Herbert done to make you say that he's better than Dak Prescott?
He's-
Coach, move your mic out a little bit. Yeah.
He's a better thrower.
Says who?
He made better decisions.
How?
Says me.
Justin Herbert ain't won no games, ain't done anything to
Dak
put
got-
you
if
on.
you put
the
Justin Herbert on
pedestal.
Dallas won the Super Bowl. All right, that's okay.
Justin
Burrow.
Herbert.
Burrow. Good. Yes or no?
I wouldn't put him over Burrow.
Okay. Jordan Love. Yes or no?
I put him over Jordan Love. Yeah.
All right, I'm done with this conversation. This nigga's wilding. This nigga's wilding.
So
You crazy.
So-
no, it ain't a GM in the
Jordan
league
Love,
that'll take Prescott
just
over
'cause
Jordan Love right
had
now.
a decent season last year. You gonna put him over Dak Prescott that had 10 consecutive good years?
There ain't a GM in the league that'll take Prescott over Jordan Love right now.
Whatever, man.
Are you saying that based on age or skill?
Both.
Right? No, bro. No, come
Both.
on, man. That ain't
Jordan
true.
Love is
That
a
ain't
way
true.
better
That ain't true.
thrower of the ball.
Why you think Dak Prescott getting $40 million, $60 million a year to play quarterback?
Because that's the quarterbacks after when their contracts is up, they pretty much got teams hostage.
Jordan Love just signed a contract. He didn't get 60. He was available last year? What they give him? So I don't want to hear no Jordan Love. Next,
point.
give me some more names.
Dak has better stats than both Love and Herbert.
Yeah,
I don't care about
So
stats
Dak
right
has
now.
better
I don't
Come
care
on,
about
next,
stats right now.
Next, give me somebody else.
Jared Goff.
Dak.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You hating on Dak for no reason.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you who better.
Who? Who? You ain't saying
Every
nobody
player
but
I
Patrick
named better.
Mahomes and Joe Burrow.
Jalen Hurts.
Dak.
I don't know, but nah,
Dak?
that one.
Nah.
Dak all day.
I might. The
Look
only
at
reason
Jalen
why-
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts
stats
said
he
sent
had
his
one
team to the Super
decent
Bowl.
year. He had one decent year. Look at his stats and his performance since then. Dak has never been that bad.
So you saying he underperforming this season?
This season and last season.
That's 2 seasons in a row.
Right.
You talking about who you talking about?
I'm talking about
You
Justin
talking
Herbert.
about
I mean,
Justin
Hurts.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I was about Dak Prescott because he ain't even score a touchdown last week. Not a fucking touchdown.
Keep naming
But, Caleb Williams.
Dak right now. I ain't talking about the future.
Right now, who you taking?
Dak.
Lost your marbles.
See, you just being biased.
All right.
Let me
Now,
ask you
I
guys
can
a
name
question.
I can name 5 quarterbacks better than Dak, but you didn't choose them.
That's right. I was still going. I was about to
Come
get
on,
there.
let's go.
You got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'll take Lamar with that. That's
Does it
3.
matter that he hasn't won anything?
Huh?
Yes, it matters.
Does it matter that Dak hasn't won anything?
If you look at the
Derek, can
content,
you look at how many playoff games?
Dak
that
only won
has
2 playoff games. But if you look at the context of how he lost his playoff games, you'll see like San Francisco, they jumped out on him in the first quarter, 20 points to zip.
When did we
It's
start
hard
counting
to
how
come
they
back.
lost?
It's hard to come back from those games in the playoffs. It's hard for them. It's hard for Dak to come back. Every time they lose them big games in the playoffs, they're down by 14, 20 in the first quarter.
Now,
But
I
it
will
can't
admit,
always not be
that's what
Dak's
make them great.
fault.
That's comebacks is
But
what
look,
make you great. Too,
but
though.
Dak always have them in the game in the fourth quarter. It always come down to some bonehead play that the Cowboys make. That even when you remember, what was that 2 years ago when they went against San Francisco and they failed to spike the ball? They went down 14-0 in that game.
There's another one. Brock Purdy.
Dak.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Come on, bro. That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
You can
no.
look up
Brock-
who you got.
you gotta
But
talk
these
about-
guys,
No.
they
We
is not
can't-
on Dak
no,
level.
No. We can't let the Brock one slide.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
Brock
Brock
Purdy?
Brock be putting in
You
some
crazy,
bro,
Man,
Dre.
get
like,
out of here, man.
bro. If
crazy,
we
Get out
Dre.
of
pull
here,
up some
bro.
Brock clips, bro,
Put Brock
he be.
Purdy on any other team, and he's a
Dude,
bum.
He's a good thrower.
That's
Bro,
the
he's
system.
a good
No,
thrower. He
he
got some good reads,
Mr.
man.
Irrelevant, bro.
Wow.
He got
He's
some
irrelevant
good
for
Mr. Irrelevant that took his team to the Super Bowl.
That's a fact.
twice.
That's real relevant
Twice,
to me.
yes.
Dak
Yeah.
Prescott is 2-5 in the playoffs.
wait, Brock Purdy took his team to the Super Bowl twice.
No.
Well, they've been there.
Well, they've been there
times.
twice.
He
He
been
had to
there
play.
twice.
I was like, hold on.
He was on the bench the 1 year. wasn't he?
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Dak Prescott is better than him.
Matthew Stafford.
No, there's no way.
Now, Dak and Matthew
I don't
Stafford is
know.
on the
Matthew
same level.
Matthew Stafford is a little different.
C.J.
That man-
Stroud.
That man in that pocket crazy.
Now, C.J. Stroud right now, I would probably take C.J. over Dak. Our same level as Matthew Stafford.
You see how far we didn't got so far and all this debates
There's
on
only
who
three
better?
people I put ahead
No,
of.
you.
All right, wait.
Let me ask you
That's
this.
what you
let me
put
ask,
in.
Let me ask you this.
What's
This will be a different question. If you take Dak Prescott and you put him on the Kansas City Chiefs, do they still win the Super Bowl
No.
last year?
No. Especially with that receiving core.
you
You
talk about
can't
take
put
out Patrick
nobody
Mahomes or,
on. You can't put nobody in Pat Mahomes' place.
Yeah, no, you
That's what I'm
can't.
saying. So we just take that off the table.
Put him on the San Francisco 49ers and do they
Yeah.
still have the
So
same
you talking about
success?
swap QBs? Right?
Yeah. You put them on 49ers and they could have
49ers is
won.
kind of 49ers is kind of like ass anyway though because
I mean, bro, they got Debo Samuel.
yeah,
They
49ers
got-
is
Yeah,
just a
but he's
plug and
Josh
play.
Kittle.
Anybody can. I feel
Yeah,
like
that is
anybody.
true. He's definitely a.
So if y'all
injury
notice,
risk,
man,
but-
CD Lamb really don't get open. He's one of those receivers you have to throw a tight ball to.
But I mean,
CeeDee Lamb
sometimes
wins
you
one-on-one
need
coverages
those.
all the time.
But sometimes you need those type of coverages.
I just
You
feel like
need
with
you need that, but if you're gonna be the number one guy, give me some space.
it just feels
That's
like
why Dak don't give it to him
it
that
just
often.
feels like with Dallas, like there's always a fucking excuse.
It is
Always.
accident waiting to happen. But I'm not gonna sit up here and hate on Dak and act like he's not the truth. That's why they gave him $60 million. Look
They
at his
had no
stats.
choice. Like I said before the contract came, everybody's like, they're not paying him.
You
I
got
said
Trey
they gonna
Lance
pay
on the
him.
bench.
Trey Lance? Come on.
Dak Prescott gives me.
You said you ain't had no choice.
Dak Prescott is the Paul George of the NFL.
Oh, damn.
Hey, look.
That's how
Hey,
I
look.
The
feel.
Black Tony Romo.
He's better than Tony Romo.
Oh, Tony Romo's
He's better than Tony Romo.
They did the
Romo
same
is
things.
He's better than Tony Romo.
They did the same
No,
things.
Tony Romo
Yeah.
went
Paul
8
George
and
was
8
better,
for 10
but
years in a
Tony-
row.
Tony Romo was a little crazy, bro.
Tony Romo went 8 and 8 for
I
10
can
years
see
in a
you,
row.
Paul.
He
No,
got $60 million contracts too.
yeah, but have you ever won
I
9
mean, that's
games?
true, but-
Like Dak winning 10, 11, 12 games every year. It's not his fault every time when they get to the playoffs, this team go down 21 points in the first quarter. It's not
They had
his
the,
fault.
they had one of the best defenses in the league for like 2 or 3
Look it
years
up
in a
though.
row.
Look it up. Look at the stats in the beginning of the games each time. He had to come back every time. You can't just come on here and create a whole narrative. Dak
No.
is tough.
So is it the defense that's
They let him down every time
Okay.
because those teams jump ahead of them real quick. It's never we're going into halftime 14-14. It's we got to come back 20 points.
Well,
That's the problem.
So okay, here's my question then. So in between that, right? Like he still gets the possession after they score, right? So like what's going on between that? Do you think he's getting in his own head? Or
That's why at the end of the game, he'll have 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He'll put up numbers in those games.
okay.
Look at his numbers in them playoff games. He put up big ass numbers because he's trying to come back every time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's throwing it away at the end or throwing it away, getting his interceptions because
playing
of
risky.
he's trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, most of his interceptions, bro, it's coming right off people's hands, bro.
Tony Romo playoff record is 2-4. Dak's 2-5.
that's crazy.
They're the same
that they-
person, different color.
That's crazy that he played that long and that's
His
his
ass out of here.
It's crazy that he played that long. And he only
Romo
played
went 8-8 for 10 years.
six games and that's nuts.
Romo ain't never won 12 games. Won 12
When they had
games.
T.O., they ain't win 12 games?
They ain't had Romo.
That was Romo passing the TO because he cried and was like, "That's my quarterback."
That's my
Yeah,
quarterback.
he did.
I remember that.
I mean, it's not narratives. I know these things.
Romo,
Which,
did he win 12 games?
Huh?
Did he win 12 games? Romo?
I think I'm checking right now.
Yeah, because Dak won 12 games. Couple times.
I mean,
What other
12
quarterbacks can
12
say
pretty
they've
good
done
feat.
that?
but
And we're talking about out of 16, not out of 17.
That's 2/3 of the wins.
But
That's,
the playoffs, so
playoffs is the most crucial.
That's what I'm
where it
saying.
all matters.
Look at the playoff games. The times when they was the number one seed.
I mean, like Steve said though. I mean, how many times you gonna be able to get them excuses? I mean, a lot of teams come up in the playoffs and they try and come back and they lose. So like, how many times
you
gonna
give me one? You give me one quarterback who down 21 every playoff game.
2014, Tony Romo went 12-4.
One time.
Well, he went 12-3. He went 11-5 one year. He went 13-3 one year.
That's what's up.
That ain't bad.
same guy though.
That's
And what he do?
13-3.
And what he do?
Same thing Dak did.
No Super Bowls wins there. Over the week we had a couple trades that were actually pretty decent. Which trade do you guys feel like was more impactful? Where did Amari Cooper go to? I can't remember.
Buffalo.
Okay, which trade was more impactful? Amari Cooper going to Buffalo or Adams going to the Jets?
Adams to the Jets, man. Just because of the camaraderie that he already have with Aaron. I mean, I don't think he'll be more impactful because of the Jets' status that they're in right now. Their offense is of disarray.
That was the exact question he asked. Which one's going to be more impactful? You said not Adams. But then you said Adams.
Well, I mean, are you saying that was the better trade? Okay, better trade. The more is Amari Cooper still a Pro Bowler, all Pro player right now?
Who, Amari?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say all pro. He's still good. He's still number one.
I think he is because when Joe Flacco threw him the ball last year, his numbers was top of the line.
Joe Flacco.
Where did he play last year?
Cleveland.
Yep.
Okay.
And when Joe Flacco,
He was decent
see,
last year,
He's still
Amari
good.
Cooper is he's good at what CeeDee Lamb is good at. He's good at catching those balls in the tight quarters. He don't give you a lot of space, separation, but you got to just throw it to him. You got to just trust him.
He'll win one-on-one. I think that's going to be the more impactful. I'm going to say that one because Amari Cooper will stay under the radar. He ain't going to do all that stuff to get the attention of the media. He's just going to go out there and ball. Adams, I feel like I know that him and Aaron Rodgers got that chemistry, and that's going to be tough. But I think they might be a little too far behind right now, the A-ball. I don't think he makes them a playoff team by itself. But we'll see how healthy he is. They both good trades. They both good trades. They both good trades.
But that's what I just said.
Yeah, I think Cooper might be better for Buffalo than Adams might be for the Jets. Because we remember he was with Rodgers and he asked to leave Rodgers to go play with Derek Carr.
Yeah, he did.
So they had
That's
a great
because-
chemistry, but he was trying to leave.
That's because Rodgers was so flip-floppy on
Right,
if
on
he
that
was going to
bullshit every
retire
year.
or not. That's why I say I didn't think that they would have spent a lot of capital to get him, but they spent a third rounder and for a fifth rounder. So you really didn't spend a lot to get him. So not second rounder, I believe.
The second round is
kind of
big time in football.
Yeah,
But
kinda is.
Devontae Adams is big time.
Yeah,
We're talking about a number one guy.
Yeah.
So I'll give up a first rounder for a number one guy.
I mean, I think we all knew he was going to the Jets either way, though.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon
I
as
said
they
that. I
said
said
he
that
was
in here
gonna
last week.
I already knew it.
Yeah.
Which you got the AFC East. You have the Bills at 4-2, the Dolphins 2-3, the Jets are 2-4. We're gonna skip over the last team, and then you got the NFC North with the Vikings 5-0, Lions 4-1, Bears 4-2, Packers 4-2. Which one do you feel like is gonna be the tighter race?
The NFC North. Hands down.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. Detroit really has something to try and prove this season. You know what I'm saying? Because last season they got it so far, and with them getting that far last season, they fueled a fire. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, we can go further. We can actually make it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why they're starting off with more gas. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, no, we really, if we lock in, we can get to it again. And they're really trying to go for it. I mean, I think Detroit is definitely a contender for going to the Super Bowl this season for sure.
Well, they just lost their best player, so that's gonna hurt.
You think you think that'd be a detriment to them to their success?
He was
You talking
hands
about
down.
Detroit?
He was the defensive player of the year right now.
Who, Hutchinson?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they just lost their best player.
yeah,
That's gonna hurt.
He definitely was applying.
He was
some
raising hell on
Yes,
defense.
no, he was going crazy. That is gonna hurt them. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, NFL teams sometimes adjust. And I mean, they got weeks until. Wait, is he out for the whole season?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done.
Oh,
Yeah.
like he's
broke
done.
his
done.
leg.
Oh, Yeah.
He's like Gumby.
he's
I
done,
think
but,
the NFL is closer to containing an injury rather than basketball.
Oh,
like
yeah.
like if you say like for instance, we just talked about Paul George. Paul George goes down, that's 30 points a game flushed down out of the window. It's hard to find players to produce. The NFL it's a little bit different. You can slide a player who can at least, as long as he doesn't fuck up, the defense can still.
He's not Aiden Hutchinson though. He was the defensive player of the year, hands down. Right.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think about it's pioneers and then it's helpers.
But
know
you
what
won't
I'm
lose.
saying?
You won't lose the culture of the defense.
Yeah.
I think the culture of the defense will still stay.
Right. He was a middle
especially
linebacker. You can put another middle linebacker in there.
He was defensive end.
It might not be
defensive
as
end.
impactful.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
easy to replace.
I don't think it's going to be as impactful. Like they're not drawing up.
Yeah, their sacks
defensive-
not going.
Okay,
offensive
remember
schemes, but
remember the Bears defense, and then what they was as soon as they got Khalil Mack. That's the difference of a stud
I hear
defensive
you.
end.
Shit,
I
we
mean,
ain't
That's what
had-
happens.
Man, Khalil Mack ain't.
That's what
and
happens.
I totally understand as a
We
Rams
sucked
fan
with
not
Khalil
having
Mack.
Aaron Donald.
Right.
Like I
We
get
sucked
it.
he's
with Khalil
interior.
Mack. We got better without Khalil Mack.
You saying he wasn't needed, huh?
I just feel like in football it's as long as the next player that comes in doesn't fuck up, you could still contain it a little bit. You could still
Next
contain
man
that
up mentality
Yeah,
is
you
more
can
with
still
that.
contain
I mean,
some
'cause,
of
I mean,
that
it's-
success.
Unless
It's
you're
more
the
of a team
unless you're
sport
the
than
quarterback.
basketball.
Unless you're the quarterback. That's the
Yeah.
hardest position to replace. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, there's always a backup that's pretty.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's not going to
Maybe
fall
even
too
wide
far off
receiver
the
too,
cliff.
Because I mean, you can't just replace certain wide receivers if they get
But
you.
your team, what they stock, 8 wide receivers on the team, though?
That's true.
So,
that's
and that's
true.
the thing with
But
defensive end. It's like 8 of them on the team.
that's
know?
true. But you got to think like teams like Tyreek Hill. You can't just replace
Okay.
Tyreek Hill. Like he's burning.
What are we talking about?
I'm sorry.
If you got the number one player in the league in that position, there's no replacing that. So what are you saying? If you lose the
wouldn't
number
say he's the
one
number
player
one
in
player
the league, he's the number one D in the
Joey
league right
Bosa-
now.
Nah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
say he's the number
Yeah.
one.
He's the defensive player of the year right now. Hands down, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Aiden
What-
Hutchinson
what-
was
like-
killing
like
everything.
A quarter of the
You're telling
season
me
gone.
Max
Did they put it up
Crosby?
for him?
You tell
Right.
me he's
Max
better than
Crosby-
Are
Nah,
you
Max
replacing?
Crosby
This is the
is
question I'm
better
asking.
than that.
If you get rid of top 5, so say Hutchinson's the 5th best DN in the league. You lose him. Who's the next player coming up? The 8th best or the 72nd best? I mean, what are we doing here?
But that
There's a
doesn't,
difference.
That doesn't mean that you can't still create pressure on that side. If everybody else is still doing that same thing on the line, that one guy on the end is still going to have those same opportunities.
So what does a top 5 DN do that a number 72 ranked DN don't do?
You don't think scheme have a lot to do with that?
No, the player beating whoever's blocking him, beating double teams, drawing double teams is what matters.
Right, but we got DENs like that. Their coach put them where they got the option. Well, you don't face a double team. That will never. You choose where you want to go on the line.
Could you replace Aaron Donald?
Can I replace? You talking
Yeah,
about?
if Aaron Donald gets hurt, does that change the defense or not? If you just plug a player in,
So you're saying is Sanford? You saying is?
some players are irreplaceable. That's why they get paid the money they get
But
paid.
Hutchinson ain't Aaron Donald.
Hutch,
What's his second year? And you gonna put him up there with Aaron Donald?
I don't know.
I'm not talking legacy.
Do-
I'm talking
do
how
we-
they playing.
Are we finding a Super Bowl team out of these two divisions?
So
I don't think nobody ready for the Super Bowl in our division, the Bears division, but the Bills can win though.
Okay, so wait, are you asking give us like one from the East and one from the West?
No, I'm
or
asking.
like-
In the division with the Vikings, Lions, Bears, and Packers, is there a Super Bowl team in there?
I feel like it's potential. I think it's potential.
Who?
Yeah,
Like
I
I,
don't
said,
think they
possibly the Lions. Possibly the Lions.
You think they can beat the
I mean,
Chiefs?
he said that's the only
The
problem.
Raiders? I mean, the Ravens?
He's saying you're right, but I mean that's still depending on the bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on where they land in a bracket. Because I mean,
Now
As
they
of-
got to
as
beat
of the
them
co-
in the Super Bowl.
As
that's
Chiefs,
true. That's true. But they
The
still got to
Ravens, the
get there.
Bills,
Now, I
those
will
teams
be
are
honest.
way above our division.
Now I will be honest. I'm a Bears fan, but Patrick has been putting in some belt. So like they will be definitely a tough opponent
So
for the
have
Bears.
the refs that help them,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
so
Taylor
you
Swift.
bro. The refs be helping the Chiefs.
what you saying every game?
Nah, man, I don't think.
Every
I think
game-
that
not
the
even-
refs
not even
miss
when they're not
calls
home,
with
bro.
everybody.
When they're not home, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But I
Like,
don't think
even
nobody in that division can win a Super Bowl this year, though.
Bro, even think about basketball. Like they have their favorite players, bro. They're gonna call certain shit for their favorite.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I mean, it's the same thing for football. I mean, like Patrick, if they hit him a little bit too, they will, oh Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when did you watch the quarterback documentary, bro? So he literally said he would say, oh thanks, good hit, like to everybody, just so they wouldn't hit him harder the next time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the funniest stuff I've ever heard. But I mean, it's kind of smart. Like you be like, oh good hit, oh good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So then like, oh this dude cool. Like so they don't try and murder you. And I mean, it's kind of smart to a sense. So I mean,
I'd still
if
try to murder him.
I mean, of course, but you know what I'm saying. You might think, oh, this guy kind of nice.
trying to play the nice
Killing
guy
you know what I'm
role.
saying?
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying. But
Nice guys get killed out there.
they do, but you never know. Some people be like, I'll show them a little sympathy. You never know what you run into. But you know, like he said, you know, it depends on wins and losses and stuff too. Well, go ahead.
Let's rewind really quick back to Dak Prescott. In the group chat, Coach, you had some things about Dak Prescott. Can you rewind really quick on what that was?
Yeah. So Dak Prescott pissed off at his team because he said they don't practice hard enough. So, I think as a leader, you know what I'm saying, it was time for Dak to pretty much step up and
Call his team out.
Because, like I was saying previously, his defense lets him down every time in big games. So, and he's always just been the corporate guy go in there and say yes sir, no sir, you know, and never really step on anyone's toes. So I think that him calling his team out saying that they don't practice hard enough really puts a mirror on them, and now we're going to really see what they're made of, because we're wondering why they always fold in big games. You know, of course, those comments is going to get Mike McCarthy's job to be on the line. You know what I'm saying? I do think that
was the next thing I was going to ask you. Is that a player's is that the player's fault, or is that coaching?
that's that. I believe as a coach, I believe that's coaching, because you set the culture. So you practice hard, you play hard. So if you practice soft, you're going to go out there and play soft. So if the coaches is allowing that in practice, and they're allowing those tendencies to kind of set in, then it's going to be hard for them to kind of get away from it and get away from those tendencies when the lights is shining. So it's for him to come out and say, hey, you know, we're not practicing hard enough, you know, step it up. I believe like that was a good sign of him being a leader. You know what I'm saying? They gave him $60 million for a reason. You know, you don't see a lot of quarterbacks actually stepping up like that. So especially with the number one, the most popular team in the league.
That's a red flag to me.
So do y'all feel like the team as a whole, like NFL as a whole, like do y'all feel like they're playing more or less for money rather than for the rings and for the wins? Like comparing to prior season, let's go like 2010.
That's a good question,
you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
you know, a lot of the time, like back then, they weren't getting paid as much, right? They was getting paid maybe $1 million or $2 million, right?
the market.
Now they're getting 160, whatever, you know, whatever mil. So it's like, well, I'm getting money now, like it's guaranteed. So do I really care about a championship? Like, do you
Right.
think that plays a role as far as them like playing as good as they do
That's
because they're getting
That's
that
probably
much more money?
individual. That's individual. Some dudes probably be like, you know, I got my money. I'm not about to be out here, especially with the team they own. If they see if you got a player that maxed out and he on a trash team,
Right.
he might not give it his all because he don't want to get hurt. He might want that next contract somewhere down the line.
Right.
But
You want
but then you also
longevity.
got to ball out to get that next contract. It's
Right. So
it's you never know.
You
It's
see
like a
that with the
50-50
NFL way more than any other sport, because your health is on the line, and like he said, they want to get that. They want to get past that first contract.
Yeah.
Once they get past that first contract, you see a lot of people tail off.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
see it,
That's
but
true.
there's a lot of people that you would call legacy players who play for legacy. You can kind of see that right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? So they stay with the same team longer no matter what the contract is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and try and
Tom
like
Brady.
literally do their thing with
Right,
the team. Yeah.
right. So those type
People
of
that cut
players,
money out just to
yeah,
get
those
a
type
better
of
salary
players,
cap.
is, it don't matter
That's a
what their
team
contract
player.
is.
But what you got, like Tom Brady era was different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Shit, this
when
all
we was
been his
watching-
era. He just quit like 2 years ago.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, technically, but I'm saying like it was the ending. Like, I mean, you know, I mean, he can still win. I'm not saying like he's terrible, but I mean, it was coming to an end eventually, right? Like he retired and came back, but that's what I'm saying. But I mean, when we were watching Tom Brady coming up, it was all grit and grime. You know what I'm saying? You want to win, you want to be the best, right? Now, like I said, I feel like it's more or less about the money, even with the NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, I'm not trying to cut into the NBA, but just real quick, they get $250 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them don't really care. Like you said, trash teams.
See, I don't see that in the
because
NBA though.
NBA
because
have
in the
guarantee contracts.
See, that's the thing. I don't see that in the NBA. I see when in the NBA when you get that money, now the pressure's on you to win.
Nah, there's some
Yeah.
people. There's some
Yeah,
people.
no,
They get the
no.
money and they're
People
like,
that get it.
Name
whatever.
somebody who got those big contracts in the
Ben
NBA
Simmons.
who don't have that pressure.
Ben Simmons.
Kawhi.
Well, why
Well,
you think
well,
we,
let's-
why
let's-
you
let's
think
stay on
we
the-
talk
on-
why
on
you
the-
think we talk about Ben Simmons?
He can't shoot.
Because he's trash.
But if he had a $10 million contract, we wouldn't care.
They gave that man
What you-
$250
what you got,
That's why we talk
We'll go
about
back
it.
to
So
the
we got the
conversation at
pressure
hand.
on him.
Okay.
So we
Yeah,
putting
let's
that
go
pressure
back
on
to
the
the
man.
NFL, though.
So we were talking about
I'm sorry.
where did that question start from? That was
You don't even know what we're talking about. You're going to interrupt
We're
us.
talking about Dak and
Dak
whatnot.
Prescott.
Dak
Okay,
Prescott.
so I think that was a red flag. Never in the history of the NFL has a quarterback called out their team and it didn't end good or it didn't end bad.
Yeah, I was
That ain't
wondering,
true.
is that good or bad
That's
for
not-
the morale for the
quarterbacks
team?
have
You
called
got
out
to
that team
put
before.
you the leader. You got 60 mil. You put it on your shoulders. Hey, we ain't out here practicing better. We got to practice better. Yeah, but you don't say it as if you're not putting it on you at all.
No, he said
You
we
gotta-
need to practice better.
But I'm saying
he said we
but-
ain't practicing better.
He was putting it off like it wasn't him. Like you're the quarterback. You got to be like Justin Fields did. He said, "Don't try to change
he
my
was-
words
he
up.
was, He
I'm
was
taking
taking ownership
responsibility."
as the team. I think.
Right.
He was taking ownership as we're not practicing hard enough. I'm the leader. We're not practicing hard enough. Not y'all ain't practicing hard enough. I'm here at practice at time and y'all not showing up.
But
no,
that-
he was saying like as a coach, we're not practicing hard enough.
But is that
That's
something you
why
say
it's
to the
hard
media?
on-
Or is
Huh?
that something you say in the locker room?
If it's time, it's time.
Nah, I would say it in the
If
locker
it's
that in the
room.
time,
locker
if
room.
it's time, it's time.
And then-
Sometimes as a leader, you have to do that. How long are you going to keep going with Mike McCarthy and the offensive coordinator that they have? And it's clearly that you're going to get the same results.
Now,
Dak Prescott legacy is on the line. Who else legacy is on the line besides him and Michael Parsons on that team?
I'm with you in what you're saying, and to carry on through that, right now they're 3-3. They're in 10th place in the conference. They're currently, I don't know, maybe 2 games out of just hitting the wild card. Like they're far out. They're almost in last place in their division. If they end the season and they don't make the playoffs, what happens?
Well, Mike McCarthy
is going to get fired.
He getting fired for one, but for two, I mean they're pretty much stuck with Dak. And what is Dak
But you're
giving you?
saying stuck with Dak like Dak isn't a top 5 quarterback.
He ain't getting
Top
you
7.
nowhere. He ain't getting you nowhere.
I mean,
There's
like
a lot
you
of
said,
people.
though, if,
There's a lot
if
of
they
people
switch
who
up
ain't
their
getting
defense.
you anywhere if you see that the team that you're on is
Everybody,
stuck in purgatory.
everybody ain't on America's team.
When did the Cowboys have a draft pick in the top 10?
What was Parsons?
What's the CD top 10?
Him and Parsons, I think.
11.
Well, they come through trades and stuff like that, maybe, but
But that's what I'm saying.
They
though.
purgatory, like you
they
said, they always
always
stuck
in
in that.
purgatory every year. Dak has to fight this, and he's the only guy that has a legacy that's on the line.
but he has a squad.
What is it going to take?
He got
for-
a squad.
He do not have a squad this year.
What is it going to
He's
take
had-
for
he's been in the league for how
them
long?
to- what is it going to take for Dallas to hit the reset button? Because they never have
It's
Dallas
the
can't hit the
owner.
reset
It's
button.
the owner.
ever.
They need
They-
the owner to be quiet, sit back, stop doing the radio shows every day. Not for real. Be like regular owners. They need his son to be a regular GM. Stop going on the radio show every day talking about what's going on with the team. Stop promoting the team even though that they're not giving us anything to want to see. Let them fall off into the sunset, and I guarantee you the talent that they have, they will be something.
They got a squad.
But if
He
we're going
need
to
to-
shine that light on that product every day, then everybody going to see the flaws in it.
Jerry Jones needs to just back the fuck up.
And
Like
and
you
it's
said,
wild
he needs to
because-
get a Belichick. You got to bring somebody
Yeah.
in that's going to be a leader.
He ain't never gonna do that.
That's going to be, this is the coach, this is the coach's team. Not, this is my team, and everybody listens to me. Like, he wants to be in the limelight. He wants to do all that. Like, bro, you got to back up.
He's the only owner that I can recall in my head that is at the forefront of the franchise.
You know what I'm saying? Mark Cuban, but Mark Cuban do it in a way better way than
Those Dallas
And
owners,
Mark
man,
Cuban ain't even the majority owner.
them Dallas, not anymore. Them Dallas owners are different.
Yeah, that's a minority franchise.
Yeah.
I like Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all got to think.
Well,
of
he's still.
how
but he's still the face.
Yeah.
how much a franchise costs though? Billions.
Oh, yeah,
billions
no
of
doubt.
dollars. That's the
Speaking
big
of
bucks.
buying into a franchise, this past week we got Tom Brady, who finally got approved for his stake in the Raiders.
Yeah.
What does this mean? What can he and can't he do now?
Well, he's a minority owner, like we were just talking about.
It's funny that he's the one that's doing it because he's doing the broadcasting now. So by him being a broadcaster, he has a lot of restrictions that he can't do that normal
Can't cross
owners
that line?
would able to do.
Well, they said
So
he don't have those restrictions.
I
now.
was just gonna quickly
Nah, he
compare him
got
to,
he got
like,
restrictions. He can't like go to the other team's practice and things like that.
Well, during game week,
Yeah,
you can't do. Yeah,
But
I
as
mean,
a broadcaster, you normally do that things to do research to do your job. So he can't go to
it's
well,
like
he can go.
conflicting interests.
Yeah, he can do the broadcasting meetings, but he can't pretty much talk in them. You know what I'm saying? Like regular other reporters do. So you do all this all week, all this research all week, so that by the time the game come, you it's flowing.
Yeah.
Right.
So he really can't do all that.
These are his restrictions. You can't be in the other team's facility. He's not permitted to witness practice, not permitted to attend broadcast production meetings,
Right.
either in person or virtually. He's prohibited from publicly criticizing game officials or other teams, subject to the league's gambling policy, and subject to the league's anti-tampering policies.
How do you
So it's hard for him to do his job with those restrictions.
how do you feel if you're Fox?
I would be pissed off because how much they give him? What, $175 million? No, $375 million.
$500 million.
Something like
Well,
that.
the Raiders don't play on Fox.
375.
That's nutty.
The Raiders barely play on Fox. That's an AFC team. They play on CBS most of the time. You'll rarely get a Raiders game on Fox ever.
And they're in Las Vegas. Like, come on, man. I mean, look, honestly, for me, bro, I just think him owning it is cool. I mean, it's always, I mean, a lot of, like, Michael Jordan, he owned the Carolina.
The Hornets.
The Hornets, right? He owned the Hornets. But, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you can own a team, but it's only so much say-so you can do. It's not like unless he goes down and like, hey, trying to train his quarterback or, mold him or something like that. I don't think, like...
Yeah, he can do that.
I mean, he can. That's what I'm saying. But, like, unless he does that, I don't think it's going to make much impact on the Raiders. Like, I mean, like, yeah, he has financial stake, but, like, what is his actual impact as,
Right.
Yeah,
the owner?
nah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
ain't gonna be in there drafting players.
The main issue was with his broadcasting job.
Yeah.
Since he just
Yeah,
signed
'cause that is conflicting,
Since he
right.
just signed that big deal with Fox, like, 10 years,
10
$375 million. So you're getting $375 million, and you can't properly do your homework for the
Job.
game each week.
Nah, you know
if
that-
you're broadcasting that
I mean,
game, yeah.
I think
Well,
I think you can
any
find
game that
loopholes, though.
you're going, you can't go and look at their practices like all the other broadcasters do. You can't go to the production meetings like everybody else do.
But can you take their notes? I feel like it's certain loopholes around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
You know,
feel like,
Tom Brady will find them loopholes.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
gonna
Like,
deflate.
he gonna
some
deflate
notes.
the
He
notes.
gonna come in. He gonna pay the janitor. He gonna pay the janitor and be like,
Right.
"Hey, any notes in the trash?" You know,
That
Tom
notebook-
Brady gonna
Do
figure
you
something
hear me?
out.
And then I mean, like,
This
he got
notebook-
money, so he can find the right lawyers.
That
for it.
notebook,
So
12
I feel
pages
like
light.
he can find a way around those, certain things, and,
Yeah.
certain things. Like,
But why
it don't
not?
be too-
Why not just hire somebody who can do their job fully?
There you go. I mean, hey, go check this for me. Go do this for me. Go do, you know what I'm saying? Bring me this.
Because
he
the
can't
games
just
that
do-
I seen, I didn't like him.
really.
The games I heard him on, yeah, I still like Tony Romo. Tony Romo is still the best to me.
Yeah, I don't think Brady gonna bring nothing to the
Brady was
broadcast
like,
booth. It's just his name and prestige.
I heard he was giving out the plays before they started on some broadcast. I haven't
That was what Romo was doing.
That's what Romo talked you
Romo
through
was-
the whole thing.
Ro-
You be
Romo,
like, damn,
yeah.
how do you know that about to happen?
Romo,
Yeah.
the truth on that.
Brady, man, he was.
And
talking shit.
Brady, I feel like Brady could do stuff like that, but I don't think that's.
that's not
I don't
his
think
bag
that's why
right
they
his
got him
voice
up there.
wasn't. His voice ain't for the. I don't
for
know.
the
It's just something
media.
about it. It just wasn't. It
It
didn't
don't
click
stick-
with
it
me.
don't stand
Y'all
out.
know Tom Brady had his own roast on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Bro, man, Kevin
He
Hart
said he
clown.
regretted it, but
Yeah.
it was funny.
It was a lot.
Keeping it football, the Saints got rolled by the Broncos in Week 7 of NFL football. We have a couple games coming up that are marquee key games. The Bengals are trying to stay alive against the Browns. The Browns are 1-5. They might be able to pull that out. Who you guys got in that game?
Get a Browns some get a massage tonight, and then by the time the game roll around on Sunday, he might be good.
Now that they don't got Amari Cooper, I don't know who they're gonna throw the ball to.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Bengals are taking
Yeah,
that
the
one.
I was gonna
Bengals.
say Bengals.
The Dolphins and the Colts. The Dolphins are 2-3, trying to hang on to their season. The Colts are 3-3, trying to improve their season.
And
Yeah.
Richardson's
the
back.
Dolphins.
I got the
Richardson's
Colts.
back on that one.
I'm Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the
until
Colts.
Tua come back. I ain't got nothing for Miami.
Richardson's back on the.
I fuck with Jalen Waddle. I fuck with Tyreek Hill. I fuck with the Dolphins.
And they just keep losing.
I'm going with Dolphins.
Yeah,
You're
they
right,
need-
but I
they
mean,
need
you
somebody
never
to throw the
know.
ball,
Hey, look,
though.
you never know how much practice
I like
somebody
him.
want to
I
take
like
and
him
how much
too.
they
But
want to win.
I think they got Hundley starting, right? Lamar Jackson's old backup.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be good, man. But I don't
Yeah, I
know.
thought he was gonna be good too because he was
'Cause he-
good.
he
at
was good when he
Baltimore.
backed up Lamar.
Yeah.
The Eagles face the Giants. The Eagles are 3-2. Giants are 2-4. The Eagles are trying to improve their season. Who do you guys got?
I
I
got
got
Eagles.
the Eagles.
You know,
I think they about
Jalen
to.
Hurts.
Saquon is gonna get the ball.
I think they about to
a
start.
lot.
big-
They're gonna go on the roll.
That was the other one. Saquon Berkeley.
Saquon revenge game.
He was when he on the receivers.
No, he
Bro,
he running
a
back.
running back.
Oh, I'm tripping. Not Saquon. Never mind. It's St. Brown. Never mind. I'm thinking about St. Brown.
No
Tripping.
worries. Speaking of the Lions are 4-1. They face the Vikings 5-0. This is going to be a huge marquee game. Who do you guys got? Who's
We
the-
need Detroit to
I'm
win
going
this.
with
Yeah, I
Detroit,
want
man. It's the
Detroit.
end of Sam Darnold again.
Yeah, Detroit
Hopefully.
been putting in belt.
Every week.
We've been plotting every single week
Yeah.
on Sam
This
Darnold's
the end,
downfall.
This is end of Sam Darnold right here.
Every week is the end. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's this one.
Is Sam Darnold legit?
No.
I still don't know.
No, he's
No.
just throwing
I
it to
still don't
anybody.
know.
He's just
Do
throwing
you-
it to Justin
so-
Jefferson.
He's better than Dak.
So
Facts.
wait. Somebody said he throwing prayers, and somebody said he better than Dak.
No,
Which
you
one
wildin'.
is it? Is it
No,
he throwing
I'm taking
prayers
Dak
like-
over
I was like,
Sam
hey, watch
Darnold.
Yeah.
I'm taking Dak over
I
Sam
thought you were about to
Darnold.
say something.
That's funny though.
Ain't
I
no
like
need
this
to
guy.
respond to
Yeah,
that.
Dre like why I
Dak's,
oughta.
Dak's stats are better this season than Sam Darnold.
Oh, no, not this season. Overall.
Just overall, okay.
No, not this season.
This season,
Man, you really questioning that, man.
You know damn
I
well
just-
Sam Darnold's
I just-
stats better than Dak Prescott's this year.
this season. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. The Seahawks face the
Probably
Falcons. Well, you know, I mean,
Sam Darnold is ass,
I'm also looking at the win loss column, and that's
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
The Seahawks face the Falcons, two teams that I really just don't know too much about. They've been flying under the radar. The Falcons are 4-2, and the Seahawks are 3-3. Geno Smith versus Kirk Cousins. That should be a pretty decent matchup. Who do you guys got coming out of that?
Well,
Falcons.
the Falcons, man, something about them.
Kirk
They
Cousins.
talented. They star players ain't playing up to their potential.
The Falcons?
Bijan Robinson ain't playing like
They
they thought he
are.
was gonna
Dude,
play.
Drake London.
Jake London had a good game 2
Man,
weeks
the
ago. He
Falcons
did
doing their
good.
thing.
Let
man.
me ask you guys this, because I watched a couple. I just happened to catch a couple Falcons games. I don't know. I mean, when I say I don't know too much about them, it's just like I don't know their habits. It just looks to me like Kirk Cousins spreads the ball around so much to every single receiver.
He do.
It doesn't allow anyone to shine.
And that's the same thing Justin Jefferson really didn't like, and that's the same thing Diggs didn't like.
Right. He's not feeding one
Right.
person, because I have their tight end Pitts.
Right.
On
And
my
his
fantasy
stats
football.
ain't doing
They're
shit.
not doing anything right now.
Bijan Robinson.
But the thing is like they're winning games and they don't play bad football. It just looks like Kirk Cousins is doing a really great job of moving the football. and
I mean,
That's what he doing,
'cause,
moving the chains.
but y'all gotta think like nowadays we're watching football and watching people throw to their favorites, right? But like when it comes to him, he wants it to play as a team game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's just it's
Which
just
one
different
is
watching
better?
that.
Which one is better football?
I mean, overall, I think playing the whole team. Because I mean, if you think about it, if you give your whole team the ball, everybody, nobody can recomplain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not showing favorites to him. I'm not showing favorites to him. Everybody's touched it. I've tried to pass to you. You might have missed them, and I passed to him. You can't complain.
But that don't last that long in the playoffs. That don't work. So what Kirk Cousins is doing is he's taking what they're giving him.
Yeah, but
So-
I mean, you never know what camaraderie you can build though. You never know. Like after I throw to him 5 to 10 times, he might catch more than this guy. And then maybe, you know what I'm
But
saying,
by
when
that
it comes
time,
to
Justin
playoffs,
Jefferson is pissed off and he halfway running routes.
that's
yeah,
definitely
and
a
that's
thing.
You know what I'm
one
saying?
thing I didn't notice is that it was a game. I can't remember. It was probably like 3 weeks ago. Pitts was he was coming off the block and just jogging, not even giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Must be
played
good.
basketball?
You got to
and
keep these guys involved.
You ever play basketball and the nigga ain't passing you the ball,
Yeah.
but he wants
Bro,
you to
you
hustle
done-
back and forth all the
Yeah.
time?
Right.
Bro, you done ran
After
5
the 10th
plays.
time, you just jogging down the court.
You
You gotta
walking,
keep this nigga.
you walking now.
That's
And
how,
if you
that's how
got
it turned
stars,
into.
you gotta throw it to your star no matter what.
Right.
Now, is
Right.
it better?
But that's different though. Like with Justin Jefferson, you right. He's a star. But like when you got a team full of different people, you know what I'm saying? It's like I got to try and build a star, or I got to try and find my own person that I can. Like Patrick Mahomes and Kittle, right? Like they got their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Patrick Mahomes and
Did you just
Kelsey.
say
I'm Kelsey.
Kittle?
I'm sorry. Look, I've been drinking a little bit. Kelsey, but Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, like they got their own thing, right? So it's like, you know, I feel like at the end of the day, he has to eventually find his own person.
Yeah,
Like,
but
'cause-
he also has other good wide receivers though.
yeah,
too.
he does. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, okay, I start passing to this one guy more, right? And then the next game, like, I keep passing to him. Now the other 2 wide receivers are upset. Like, you can't really please everybody, right?
Is it
Yeah,
better
you
to
can't
let the
please
game come to
everybody.
you, or is it better to take over
As a receiver,
as a quarterback?
I feel like
the
that's
game,
the
the
thing.
ball
what
is
you
you taking
game
over
is
no
your-
matter
right,
what.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
in
game
your
is in
hands
your
no matter
court.
what. You don't have that choice as a quarterback.
I
I
think
feel
he's
like-
doing what he needs to do. Right, as of right now.
That's-
you
that's
got
what
the
I think.
Saints that's tanking. I don't know what happened to them. That's the biggest turnaround I ever seen. They came out the blocks looking like a Super Bowl
Yeah,
team.
they did.
And now they looking trash. But you got Tampa Bay that's looking real good. But to be in the top of the division right now, Kirk Cousins is doing exactly what he needs to do. I'm just saying that the star players that they got, they're flying under the radar. But if they was to take off, like if Bijan Robinson ends up being that number 1 running back that we all thought he was going to be coming out of the draft, and then you got Kyle Pitts that's supposed to be the best tight end in football when he came out of the draft, and then you got Drake London, you got Darnell Wright or Moore, I'm sorry, from the Bears old player,
No,
Darnell
Mooney.
Mooney. They got some players that if they take it up another notch and Kirk Cousins cannot turn the ball over, you're talking a playoff team.
But Kirk Cousins is the white Dak Prescott. So he's going to do the same thing. What's his playoff record? 2-5. So it's the same thing with Kirk Cousins.
Well, I guess we'll see. Texans and Packers. That's a very interesting game. I know you guys are rooting for the Texans to win that game, but in all actuality,
I never go for the Packers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as much as I just can't go to Packers. I'm going for
Texans.
Texans.
I'm going for the Texans.
I'm going to skip
I can't
through.
The only way I would go
Cheeseheads.
for the Packers if they was playing Minnesota this week.
You go for the
Minnesota.
Packers every week.
Oh,
Minnesota needs a loss. They undefeated
You go for the Packers every week, though.
because I'm a smart sports
So-
fan. I'm a smart sports fan.
You're a
If the
Packers
Packers
fan.
beat Minnesota
You're a
and they go
Packers fan.
5-2 and Minnesota goes 6-1, and then we win this week, we go 5-2.
No,
That
we are
keeps-
the Bears. You are the Packers.
Bears. That keeps us one
Did you
game.
hear how you going to say we as the
Is
Packers?
everybody
like,
listening to my logic here?
Packers.
As a
No, no,
sports fan,
we
that keeps
with
us
you.
one game away from the Minnesota Vikings out of first place. If I root against the Packers, Minnesota beats the Packers, Minnesota goes 7-0, and say we lose, now we're 4-3. We're 3 games away from first place.
It makes
it's just
sense.
smart standings and
I get what you're
positioning.
saying.
You know what I
think
mean?
it's strategically more or less than.
yeah.
So strategically, you pick your rival every week.
No,
You pick the Packers every week.
no.
Last
Definitely
few
not.
weeks, you picked the Packers.
Well, who they play last week? They played the
You picked them every week.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
You picked them.
I picked Arizona.
No, I picked Arizona.
I
You
picked Arizona.
You picked the
We got
Packers
to run
every
it back.
week.
We got to run it back.
All right.
You got to look at the tape. Good thing it's on
He picked
tape.
the Packers
It's on
every
tape.
week.
We got the Chiefs and the 49ers with a healthy Debo.
Revenge game
Ooh.
right there, huh? Super Bowl
Healthy
revenge.
Debo, but not a healthy CMC though.
Right.
Yeah, so
CMC is more impactful than
I'm
Debo.
taking the Chiefs just because
well,
Debo would just be on and
I
off
want
a
the
little bit too
49ers
much.
to win.
Chiefs.
I mean, everybody always want the 49ers to win.
Where's the
I mean,
game at?
they don't want the Chiefs to win. Don't be a hater.
So
Just
where's the
hating.
game at?
The game is it's the 49ers home game.
I'm going to San Francisco.
Chiefs.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm staying with the Chiefs because, bro, their defense.
Is Mason still hurt?
They make something shake.
I don't know.
If Jordan Mason ain't coming back, Chiefs got it. But if Jordan Mason is healthy, I'm picking San Francisco. He's a
Jet-
difference maker.
I mean, it's
Jets
gonna be a
and
great
Steelers?
game though. Sorry, Jets and Steelers.
Jets.
Russell Wilson is back. He's gonna start this week, so that's gonna
Yo,
be.
can we
He's gonna
just
fuck it up.
Why are they doing that?
They ruining Justin Fields, man.
Why are they doing that?
Because he had the starting job to begin the season. So they feel like a player should have to beat you out of your position, and they don't think Justin Fields beat Russell Wilson out that position.
When Tom Brady replaced Drew Bledsoe,
They brought Drew Bledsoe back.
okay,
They did.
Did they?
Yep.
that's peace.
When? I don't remember that.
They did. They brought him back
Nah.
in the playoffs.
Nah, Tom got hurt, but then Tom
No,
came
no,
back
no.
and they brought.
They brought Bledsoe back, and Tom Brady was a fan of it. He's like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Then I think Drew got hurt again, and then
You know,
Brady
I-
came
so-
in,
They're gonna bring.
I'm seeing
Fields
a-
and then he
back,
beat
though.
he beat
But
the
I'm
St.
seeing
Louis
Justin
Rams.
really didn't do enough to continue to start. I told y'all this.
It feels
First
like
week.
it feels like a Kurt Warner, Matt Leinart situation.
Nah.
You got the veteran guy.
Let the kid play.
Think about this. So you got Russell Wilson. His highs are MVP candidate, right? We know
Super Bowl
even
champion.
Super Bowl.
even last year he threw under 10 interceptions and he threw 20-some touchdowns. Probably ran. So he accounted for at least 30-some touchdowns last season. So Justin Fields, he got like 8 touchdowns so far? The offense looked trash. So why not at least see what we can get out of Russell Wilson? He's on a 1-year deal. Sooner than later. So let's see what we can get. If he can make the offense spark, we got something going. If not, we can always go back to Justin Fields.
Is Justin Fields on a multi-year contract?
Now they're both on 1-year deals.
My thing is this: they're number one in the division, tied with Baltimore. We're not saying they're on their level, but Pittsburgh's defense is pretty good, so they hang their head on the defense. Why shake shit up right now?
Because they wear the defense out every year. So they've been doing this for the last 10 years, and by the time it's week 14, the defense is tired and they start to lose to suck-ass teams. So if you can have some offense, you can abstain. You can let the defense stay off the field some. They don't have to pay double the snaps as the offense every time.
Justin Fields
So-
has 5 touchdowns and 1 interception so far this
Yeah,
season.
so that's very, very pedestrian at this point of the year. So that's why Russell Wilson is in. So let's see. Like let's think about this. If this was Madden, if we was all playing Madden, and y'all had a quarterback in there, y'all was winning games, but shit, you only threw 5 touchdowns, but you got somebody on the bench with an 83. Which Justin Fields probably got a 79 rating. You're going to put him in there to at least see if you're going to get some better passes and some better touchdowns, right? Everybody going to do that. You know, you're going to at least give it a shot.
Now with the flippy floppy, is Justin Fields in Pittsburgh next year?
Depends on how Russell play.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I can see.
Yeah, because they already
They
told
started
him
off
that he
pretty
was
good.
the future.
Yeah.
They told him he was the future. But even if he's not the future starter,
He can still come
right?
in.
You know what I'm saying? You can
come-
sign him to
you know,
a mediocre deal, and
and then
he'll
he
be
can show
around.
his way. You know,
He's
Dude
he's
can possibly
shown
hurt.
he's shown that he's got some mental fortitude.
Yeah,
But at the
think
same
about
time,
it.
man, he's got to be getting discouraged every year when shit
for
like this
sure.
happens.
Oh,
Yeah, think about it. Nobody wanted him this year.
Right.
Yeah.
So who wins this game versus the Jets?
The Jets. It's in New York or Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Nah, I'm going Steelers.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I want
that's
the,
a
I
good
want
one,
the,
though.
I want the Steelers to win.
It feels
I don't pick against my
like,
Steelers.
It
I
feels
I want
like,
the Steelers to win.
It feels like Aaron Rodgers has because it's the Jets, and I keep forgetting the Jets got Aaron Rodgers. The Jets have
The Steelers are my
have
AFC
to
team,
win.
but
The
man,
Jets have to win this.
you don't. Devontae Adams coming over. There's not going to be no shit that needs to happen. A couple games to get shit going. That chemistry's already there, and they run the same offense, so he don't got to learn nothing really. Them throwing Russell Wilson in the first game, it's going to be some. Let's get used to some shit. So
Yeah, because he hasn't even been practicing with the first team only this week.
That's the only reason why I picked the Jets. I'd love the Steelers to win, but
But I'm
I
gonna
got the
pick the
Jets,
Steelers
man.
because Mike Tomlin is a better coach than whoever they got substituting over there in the Jets. So I'm gonna go with Tomlin. He always find a way to win these type of games.
Chargers Cardinals.
Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, man. Even though he believes Justin Herbert is a Hall of Famer, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison's out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Oh, Harrison's out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Oh, get your ass out of here.
I was thinking
No.
It makes a difference. It makes a
I
difference.
know it was
Do your
out, man.
homework. Do your homework, fam.
Ravens, Buccaneers, both 4-2.
Ravens.
I want the Ravens to win.
Wakanda. The Wakanda Ravens.
God, the Ravens.
I love when they wear that all black, man.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fire.
you ain't stopping Derrick Henry, man. See, they've been putting
Bro,
him under the
Derrick-
eye. I told
Derrick
y'all.
Henry, look, that man, ain't nobody stopping him. He just, anybody.
That was a good
stiff
pickup by them.
Hey, Tampa Bay playing really good this year, though.
He
was.
fits very well with this squad.
And I like Baker Mayfield a lot, but the
Wait.
Wakanda Ravens off the chain.
Real quick. So, what's y'all top 3 running backs right now this season? From all the games y'all seen, what's y'all top 3?
Shit, nobody.
No
watch running
specific-
backs.
no specific order.
Derrick Henry, you got to put him there.
I say
Yeah.
Derrick Henry too.
Saquon started out hot. I don't know where he's at now.
Montgomery still
David
doing his
Montgomery.
thing.
Okay.
David Montgomery. And man,
Kareem Hunt started off. I mean,
I'll throw in Kyron
Kimura
Williams.
started
Kyron
off hot,
Williams.
but then he went
Williams
back.
fire.
I like DeAndre Swift. I don't care. I'm biased though.
See, running backs, man, don't really get no shine like
they
that.
don't.
That's why they
They
start
ain't
making
getting
money.
25, 30
but
carries
I mean,
like that no
when
more.
we look at them now, these running backs been putting in some belt, y'all. Like,
But they getting half the load though. Half the load that they used to, so it's really not, you know,
Pause.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was crazy, coach.
Half the
that they getting
load.
half the load.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Only y'all would think about that.
You going crazy.
We're children, coach. We're kids, man. I'm sorry. But this conversation, I know it's probably just gonna be me and you, coach. Or you fuck with baseball too, though.
Yeah.
What a fucking week for baseball.
Yeah.
It's going exactly
What
how I thought it was going to go.
What a
though.
fucking week for Major League Baseball.
is it the playoffs?
It is the playoffs.
Is this the best time to watch?
It's actually
Yeah.
the postseason.
Hey,
thing, too.
Otani and Mookie Betts is doing exactly what we said they were going to do. So
They're doing, and here's the thing, the Mets won't let go.
But they got a sympathy win last game, you know. They didn't want to get swept out their own park.
It's ping pong. It's really ping pong. Let me ask you, regardless of where they're at, right now, in being 3-2 Dodgers, who would you rather see the Yankees play in the World Series?
Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Man. Fuck that Subway
Well, you saying
Series
who
shit.
the Yankees would rather see so they can win?
I know who
They
the
would
Yankees
rather see the Mets.
We'd rather see the Mets,
But they don't want to see the Dodgers.
because we want to stay home, and every game would be a home game.
Don't count the Indians out. The Guardians. Don't count them
Yeah.
out, man.
As of right now, bottom of the 6th, it's a Guardians home game. The Yankees Yankees and Guardians are tied 2-2. Yankees are up 3-1 on the series. Looking to close out. Rodon is on the mound tonight. Later is on the mound for the Guardians right now, and he's pitching decent. I think he went 7 straight strikeouts. Rodon came in super hot, but gave up a couple runs over the course of 5 innings. So we'll see. Right as of right now, looking at the box
I think the Yankees
score,
close it out tonight.
I'm sorry. Later came in to relieve Rodon, and on the mound for the Guardians is Bibby, and he's already been relieved as well.
You see that? I mean, you take Rodon out and come in with lighter. I mean, they got firepower coming in.
Yankees,
You know,
and here's the thing: in the last game, the Yankees they brought out their 2 ace relievers, in both of them, blown a save, and couldn't hold on to the tie. Clay Holmes has never given up a run in the playoffs. He gave up a 2-run shot to David Fry. And you have their ace Luke Weaver, who he's been lights out this entire series. He's played in every game this entire series and has been stone cold, and he blew the save. So, and I don't think their confidence is shot. Clay Holmes, he already has confidence issues, control issues, different things like that. But it's also pretty off. It's a one-off for Clay Holmes to
shit's
give
gonna
up
happen,
a home
man.
run. It's gonna happen. The Guardians are just a very annoying team to play.
They are.
I'm sure as if you live in Chicago, you know that playing the Guardians, it's just an annoying back and forth game. And I don't think you'll see that in the World Series. But yeah, as a Yankees fan, you definitely want to see the Mets. Obviously, logistic reasons. You don't want to have to fly out to Los Angeles. It's fun to play out there, but you don't want to see those guys. Those guys are fucking monsters. And regardless of how great their pitching is, they could just hit the ball out of the park.
so that pitcher you were talking about that never gives up those runs.
Clay Holmes.
His number one pitch is a fastball. Ain't it?
Clay Holmes? I don't think so. No, I think it's a like a cutter or something like that.
Players like that, I know from
that's a
like
fastball.
fastball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause
players I know like that when their lights out, it's not no in the middle. It's either they're
It
going
makes me think of Chapman, Aldris Chapman.
El Chapo.
Yeah.
I was about to tell you
Yeah.
exactly where I was getting. If you
Yeah, I know
was
who
going
you're
there.
talking about. Yeah,
Players like that, their lights out and you can't hit them. And then when they do hit you, it's home runs.
yeah. But Clay Holmes, it was very not Clay Holmes for him to get a home run hit on him because he puts the ball on the ground.
But when you hitting the ball
Splitters.
that fast,
I don't think it's a fastball. I think it's a sinker.
Sinkers and
guy.
splitters,
But
they go into the
Sinkers and
ground
splitters,
mainly.
Yeah, and it was just so uncharacteristic. I don't see players hitting home runs off of Clay Holmes. I see them loading the bases on Clay Holmes and him not being able to get the double play.
But think about this.
That's
though.
usually how they lose with
Think
Clay
about
Holmes.
even how you asked that question. Who do we want to see the Yankees play? You're already putting
I
the
threw
Yankees.
shade. I threw shade.
And that's the reason
I threw
why.
shade.
That's the reason why the Yankees always fold in these situations.
I don't think no.
They fans getting away.
No. That's
they fans getting away.
no. That's my that is my personal arrogance.
That's the reason
They
why the
don't-
Yankees
they're
always.
not-
That's why Boston came back.
No, they're
and
not.
beat them.
They're not a very arrogant team altogether. Juan Soto's not Juan Soto is an arrogant guy. Aaron Judge isn't. They got a lot of attitude, but they don't play arrogantly. They make mistakes like any other team, but they don't let themselves get behind in a lot of games. It's just that's kind of what happened that night is a Guardians thing. The Guardians won that game. I don't think the Yankees lost that game. You know, 9 out of 10
The Guardians
times.
gonna score runs in the ninth inning
Yeah,
on your ass. You be like, damn, the game over, and then there they come.
yeah, it happened every night.
What's that one player, Ramirez?
I
That's it.
fucking hate
Man, that
him.
dude, he
I fucking
he got
hate
ice
him.
in his veins, man.
Did you?
The fuck he do to you?
He's like
Kick ass.
no. He's
Kick ass.
I don't know if I hate him or Jose Altuve more. I don't know, but it's between him and Jose Altuve.
It's a respect hate.
Yeah, it's a respect hate for sure. It just reminded me of when he knocked out Tim Anderson.
And he wasn't
He
even
set us
looking.
back. We're gonna go back to he set us back with that one.
I've never seen a career fall off so hard
From one hit.
From one hit,
And
literally.
the dude, and it's so
Was it
sad because
hard?
it was a lucky punch
That
too.
was not luck.
Yeah, it was.
That
He wasn't even looking.
telegraphed.
He wasn't even looking.
You don't have to look when you're talking.
That wasn't telegraph.
When
He
you're
just threw
taught
a
that-
woman. He threw an overhand woman punch.
Man,
You've never
landed.
seen it,
that was a nice
we
show.
don't got the
Mark?
TV
Mark,
no
you
more.
never seen it?
Nice.
Oh my god!
Tim Anderson squared up like he was in the hood ready to box him. The old boy threw a chick windmill and knocked his ass out.
Knocked him out.
Clean.
You want
Hit
to
him
know?
clean on the jaw.
Yep.
Look, just listen. If you listen to it, oh wait, hold on, I'm not connected. It just
Yeah, messed his man. That's
it
messed his
was
whole career up.
disgusting. The
He
way
gonna run in the. He was mad. He like, let me fight him now. He didn't knock
No.
me out in front of everybody.
Like that's the one you be like, I'm going. What's his address? I'm going to his house.
Right.
I'm gonna handle this afterwards.
You need Sam Mitchell.
Second, head first slide, safe, and in to score is Jimenez. And another hustle double, right over the bag at first. Now Hosey and Anderson square off. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
Hey, can I say
Down
that?
goes Anderson. Hell no.
Oh, I did see this.
Down goes Anderson.
that call, that Mike Tyson call.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nasty, bro. That was
Down goes
disgusting.
Anderson.
No, you good right there. Watch right there.
Yeah, I never seen anything like that before. But I mean, just a great week for baseball. I haven't seen this much excitement in the playoffs for baseball in such a long
What
time.
will suck though if the Mets end up playing the Guardians.
He went straight to sleep.
Now if the Mets end up playing the Guardians, that will suck ass for
That's
baseball.
what if the Mets play for the Guardians, we are going to sleep,
Dude,
Yeah.
how you gonna put your hands up like that and
Bro.
then just
bro. I've never seen anything
night-night.
like it in my life. I
would
such a
retire.
I mean,
disappointment.
hey, he said the hood dudes don't fight like that. I expect them to come straight. Not
He didn't know he was gonna fight. He just thought he was gonna like this
Yeah,
generation
good.
just throw the we ain't gonna
Yeah.
actually fight. Somebody gonna
He
break it up,
actually-
But
Wait a
dude,
minute.
like
So just to be clear, who do you guys got?
Yankees,
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yankees, Dodgers. All right.
We did that last week, remember?
And you know, it's funny because that has been my like dream matchup for so long.
I don't know
And
why.
now
but
I
you guys
don't
are
want
gonna
to
lose.
see it.
You want that
I
Subway
don't want to
series?
see it. I don't want to
You
see
don't
it.
want the Yankees to lose.
I don't
Oh,
want to.
yeah.
I don't want to
Lose.
fucking see Otani and see Freeman,
Mookie
and
Hernandez.
Mookie and Teoscar and all those. I don't want to.
The Yankees Dodgers, what's that, like $2 billion payroll?
Oh my god, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's must see TV. That's gonna
It's
be.
the
That's
most
gonna get a lot of good
expensive-
ratings.
The most expensive World Series you'll
That
ever
will be,
fucking
right.
see. And I don't think they've ever played each other in the World Series before.
R.I.P. to the
I don't
Yankees.
believe that. That's gotta have
They
happened
had
in the
to
back in the
have after
day.
all these
Hey,
years.
RIP to their GEP.
Yankees Dodgers
Yeah.
World Series,
But that's what's up, though.
1955
Damn.
and 1963, 1977. I guess it's a rivalry.
Coach, you were born during that time, right?
Man, don't play with me.
Hey, don't play
man.
with Coach.
That's a good one, though.
Don't play with
That's a
Coach.
good one, though.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Pacifico.
Last time they played was 1981. Dodgers defeated the Yankees 4-2. It looks like the
I
Yankees.
was there. 81.
It looks like the Yankees have them beat like 8-3 since 1941 in the World Series.
So we went for they never played in the World Series. So they had 11
for
Worlds,
real.
or is that the
They never played in
series?
my
That's the
lifetime.
series record, or the whole playoff record.
That's the World Series record.
Yeah, that's a
against each
rivalry.
other. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
rivalry.
Man,
but
what
we
kind-
haven't seen it since
What
81.
kind of fan are you? Aren't you supposed to know all this?
It's the fucking
It's been
80s.
43 years, bro.
Okay.
Steve said
I
he
wasn't
not old
around.
enough. He
That was
said-
10 years. That was
That was
11.
43 years.
But I mean, I'm just
You said
saying.
87.
I'm just looking at it like this. In the AFC, the Dodgers is the most prominent baseball franchise in the AFC, correct?
In American League, you mean?
They were with the
Yeah,
National League for a while.
National League.
Yeah,
Yeah, wasn't they with the National League?
they are the National League.
I mean,
No, they've always been National League.
But they were
Okay.
they were in Brooklyn.
yeah, they were Brooklyn Dodgers.
So I
that's right.
believe they're probably the most prominent. The Yankees on the other side, so
Yeah.
they're the most
Yeah, they
popular
are.
too.
Yeah. It's funny we haven't seen him in the last 40
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You know,
Wasn't
play against each other.
that the one player that?
No. When the last time the Yankees won?
2009,
When the last time the Dodgers won?
2020.
What are we talking about?
No.
Now, what are we
He
talking
said
about?
no.
Because the Dodgers, they won 2020, but before then they hadn't won shit.
Yeah, but they won the other day. The Yankees ain't won since Jeter. Okay? What are we talking about here?
Got a point.
Hey,
Got
he
a
shut
point.
your ass up.
But the thing is Yankees went on such a fucking run with Jeter that it's kind of like I don't know.
But they had like what, 6 Hall of Famers on that
Yeah.
team?
on that team, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That's what I was thinking about. Kirk Gibson.
And think how many Hall of Famers have the Dodgers had in the last 10 years?
Hall of Famers?
Yeah. They've had nothing but stacked teams for the last 10 years.
Yeah, but they're not Hall of Famers though.
Clayton Kershaw's a Hall of Famer.
That's all you got to say. That's only him.
Well, I mean, they've had Mookie for a very long time.
They won with him.
They won with him. They didn't win with Freeman yet.
He can be a Hall of Famer.
They had Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, no.
They've had what's his name? That just won a chip with Atlanta. Outfielder. Can't remember.
Black.
No, he was MVP though.
Remember that big, swole, tall black hitter they had? What was his name? I want to say he was from Dominican.
Yasiel Puig.
Puig.
Yeah, they had Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel
But
Puig
he
was
fell
a
off.
bum.
He fell off.
He was a superstar though.
He fell off real
For 2
fast.
days. For 2
He fell off real fast. He probably had a good 2 years.
No, not no 2
Number
years.
66?
Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puig had 60 games.
But they did have play. They've had more.
not Hall of Famers.
I don't
They've
think he's a
had
Hall
more,
of Famer.
They've
Like
had more.
the Yankees, we can name 5 right now.
They've had more superstar players than the Yankees have had in the past 10 years.
no.
Yankees have just had Judge and Cole. That's it. They haven't had anybody else.
Stratton? Stanton?
Stanton.
What's his name? The Mexican guy, Hispanic guy?
They're all Hispanic.
No, the home run hitter though, who came from the Dodgers and then went to the Yankees. What's his name? He's still on there now.
From the Dodgers to the Yankees.
Yeah. Ortiz?
Ortiz. No, there's no Ortiz. No. I don't think we've had it. We don't have a player from
This
the
dude's
Dodgers to the
about to
Yankees.
name
Right?
out
Okay.
every
The only,
Hispanic
the
last
only.
name.
You were right with Stan. Stan's the only player that Stan's
But-
the only All Star to come over. He came from Miami. Besides that, in the past 10 years, all we've had is Judge and Cole. We haven't had any aces come on besides Carlos Rodon.
So what are we saying here? What's the point we making?
That pretty much. I mean,
That the Dodgers had better players?
They've bought better players in the past 10 years.
They won a chip with it too. So, I mean,
They got one, but
they won. That's all.
I'm just saying, like, you can't.
They're about to get
erase-
another one this year.
Yeah,
Nah,
they'll win.
ain't no fucking way.
Hopefully,
So you
I
think
think
the
they're
Yankees are gonna win?
Yeah, I think the Mets are gonna win this next game, and then anything can happen in a World Series because the Mets got one more home game, and anything can happen in a Game 7 World Series game, or no, not World Series, but in a Game 7, anything can happen in a Game 7.
I got Dodgers.
Yeah, I got.
Look at what happened. Look at what happened when the Cubs won that Game 7. Right, it was mayhem, chaos. That game was so chaotic. Game 7s, anything can happen. It doesn't matter who's home. It doesn't matter who's away. And all that matters is who wants it more.
That's
if
true.
the Mets push for a Game 7 against the known to fold,
Well, in baseball,
known to choke Dodgers,
in baseball, Game 7s are different because you have to have the available pitcher you need to
yes,
pitch in
and
Game
the
7.
Dodgers do not have great pitching at all.
Otani can
Because
always come pitch,
if
right?
No, he's still recovering.
if you was in Game,
Nah, he been
6,
working out.
He could, but
He been working. He been throwing.
If you was in Game 6 and you exhausted all your pitchers in the extra inning ball game, Game 7 is gonna be tough if that was one of your aces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you gotta-
baseball's
you
a little
gotta
different.
You got to manage that series.
Yeah, and usually it's the best pitching team that wins the World Series, and the
Right.
Yankees do have the best overall pitching, but outside of the Guardians have been pretty ironclad.
Who got the best hitting
Royals-
lineup though?
Well, I mean, if you're talking pitching, if you're talking better pitchers,
I'm talking who's got the
I
best
would-
hitters.
The Dodgers.
You know what I'm saying?
I would send out Luke Weaver 10 times out of 10 on the Dodgers in a tied game or with a lead against the Dodgers in a Game 7 and feel comfortable that we're going to win that game.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. Yeah,
We'll see.
We'll
we'll see. Because I can't name
Should be fun.
one pitcher from the Dodgers right now.
That ain't your team, I guess.
No, I'm just saying like like
Yeah, I feel
when
what you're
I mean
saying.
name, I mean like a name
The
like
starters,
like
the-
Kershaw,
yeah.
Bauer, Arias. They're all gone.
Yeah, they all hitting right now. They all hitting.
It's just
if they
all
don't score
hitting.
8 runs, they're not gonna win.
If they get into it, and baseball is a game of who's hot, getting hot at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
If they go into a slump, just a hitting
But
slump.
they've been in this hitting slump.
Yeah, they've been
So
hitting.
they're getting out that slump now. So that's the dangerous part about it.
Yeah. And-
because you think about it, they top 3 hitters was 200, 198. So
Yeah.
you know.
yeah. Yeah.
So now it's dangerous now. Now
And
that
I think
that
the
last
Yankees are
game.
kicking up as we speak.
So back to the Yankees.
I just, me personally, I hope the Yankees win. I don't want to see the Dodgers. If I see the Dodgers, it'll be a long series.
Okay.
It'll be a long series. Moving on from baseball, because we only have 4 teams playing in baseball right now. We got NBA, ESPN player rankings.
Yo,
That's ESPN.
that's crazy. Y'all check that out.
Yeah.
They
Let's get
got
to
your
it.
boy.
Let's get to it.
Man.
I'm gonna just do the top 10 because there was a lot of fuckery going on and beyond the top 10. Rudy Gobert in the 30s, that's ridiculous.
Wait. Were you starting?
There's not a lot of
in the
fuckery
11
in the
to
top
30?
10 though. It's only a couple people who deserve to be in there. That's not.
Let's go 50. Okay,
50 to 11?
yeah, we can go 50 to 11.
52.
You
Y'all
don't
want to do all that?
No, hell no.
Let's just go. Okay,
Just the standouts who got snubbed and if this list is
Yeah,
valid or not.
pretty much.
Because there's a
Yeah.
couple things on here I saw. I was like, after I see that, then your list don't mean shit to me.
so
Right.
I'm gonna start at 11 and go backwards. Victor Wembanyama is the 11th ranked player.
Yeah,
in the
see,
league.
my list say somebody different for 11.
Who do you got?
You on ESPN?
Anthony Edwards.
No,
It's the ESPN list that's
hold on.
that's in controversy right now.
Victor Wembanyama,
it's
Jalen
11.
Brunson at 12, Anthony Davis at 13, Jalen Brown at 14, Devin Booker at 15, Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Bam, Maxey, Ja, and then Paul George. Did they get that right?
I don't got nothing.
Is Victor Wembanyama a better player than Paul George,
Yes.
Maxey,
Yes.
Bam,
Yes.
Mitchell,
Yes.
Hallie?
Not Mitchell right now.
No. Devin
I'm,
Booker?
I'm taking him over.
Not Devin
I
Booker.
wouldn't put him over Devin
Right,
Booker.
right now today. And Jaylen Brown,
Yes, I'm taking over Jaylen Brown.
Anthony Davis?
No.
No. No. And Jalen Brunson? Absolutely not.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
I'm saying,
They got Zion better than Jimmy Butler and Sabonis
Zion is better
Zion
than Jimmy
is better
Butler.
than Jimmy Butler.
and Carl Anthony Towns.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
If he stay healthy, yes.
Wait. Did we just say okay?
Turn your mic. Turn your mic.
mid? Huh?
Turn your mic.
Turn right here.
Turn the mic. No, so this.
Turn like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
What
okay,
makes
gotcha.
Zion better than Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
Because they both can't stay healthy when it's time to play.
Okay.
And Zion's stats is better.
The Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
Right,
Zion
currently?
is a bucket every time he gets the ball down.
Zion's stats is better than Jimmy
The only
Butler's.
reason why I asked is because Jimmy Butler has a more versatile bag than Zion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Zion don't get buckets, but I'm just saying Jimmy Butler is more versatile. So, like, for example, if y'all was to pick somebody, would y'all rather pick a Jimmy Butler or a Zion? Like, don't get me wrong.
Zion.
I will personally pick Jimmy Butler
I
because he
pick
has
Jimmy
a more
Butler over
versatile
Zion
bag.
in their prime. But right now, Zion
Zion is
better.
better.
than Jimmy
Currently,
Butler.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Zion
Currently,
demands
he
a
would
double
probably
team
be
every
better.
time. Nobody's got a double team Jimmy.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I mean,
you did.
they
2
know
years
they're gonna
ago,
go to
Jimmy
the
Butler
point.
when he took Miami to the finals.
Yeah,
come
they
on,
was,
now.
they was
Jimmy Butler was the
they was
truth.
on him.
That
At
was,
that
on.
time, yeah, but now
Is-
he's
that
just
was
getting
that
hurt.
time. We're
Is
talking
Rudy
this
Gobert a better
season.
player than Trae Young?
Rudy Gobert.
I mean, in terms of what?
No.
Because I mean, personally, I feel like Trae Young, like first of all,
lead the league in
he
assists.
leads the
Right.
league in assists. He
And he
opens
gonna
up.
get you 25.
Yeah,
He
I'm taking Trae Young.
Yeah, but
he
the
helps
thing
out
is,
his team more. Rudy Gobert, he just wins fucking defensive player of the year and don't do shit.
And
Like,
Luka
I just
put him
don't
on
understand
skates
how
in
he
front of the
do-
world.
he always get hurt though.
I mean,
He's a good
I mean,
enforcer.
To get it, yes.
Who's
but-
the enforcer?
Rudy Gobert.
Man, Draymond.
Man,
choked that
Draymond,
damn-
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
No
It's a lot of
enforcer.
centers I would choose over Rudy Gobert. Like if we was to choose,
Well, maybe
centers,
not. Let me say
I would not
defensive
choose Rudy.
anchor. He's a good
Yeah,
defensive
there you
anchor.
go.
Okay, there
Okay,
you go.
all right.
Okay.
I
And
will
then,
take that.
and then to give you the most egregious but ranking, these are the players that they consider Derek White to be better than.
Now that pissed me off.
Yeah, this is about to get. This is why the whole list is irrelevant. But we
Derek
got to
White,
talk about it.
apparently Derek White is better than LaMelo Ball, Aaron Gordon, Julius Randle.
Wait, hold on. Let's go slow.
Please,
He's better than all three of those you said so far.
Yeah.
Julius
Julius
Randle.
Yeah, say the names that he ain't better than.
Right. He's better than them. You're right, he is.
Evan Mobley,
Yeah, he's better than them.
Yeah.
Chris Stapps.
No.
I don't know about
Porzingis?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll
now
take
he
him over
back,
Porzingis right now.
DeMar,
Yeah, I'll take him over
Yeah.
DeMar, yeah.
DeJounte Murray.
Wait, Derek White, you taking over Debo?
Debo?
I ain't gonna.
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know, bro. DeMar DeRozan be giving buckets like
Pascal
his bag
Siakam.
pretty-
Derek
Derek
White,
gotta
all
think right there,
defense.
Derek
Derek White,
White
all
is a
defensive
defensive
team.
player.
Derek
Yes.
White is better than Pascal
You
Siakam.
right. Derek White do be his defense.
Yeah,
is
see,
nutty. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
see, I
His
wouldn't put him over
Wait,
Pascal.
we talk about defense. just
Talking about
defense.
overall.
James Harden. Derek
Hell
White is
yeah.
better
Right
than
now,
Yes.
yes.
Currently,
Yeah.
yes. James,
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Brandon Ingram.
He's
James Harden cut
fell
that
off
beard
since
off.
the fucking
Yeah.
thing. Since he couldn't do
Nah,
the
I
fouls.
wouldn't put him over Brandon Ingram.
I
Okay.
would.
Okay, that's where it stops.
Nah, I would.
I don't see
Brandon
him being
Ingram.
better than Julius Randle. I don't think he's
neither.
better than
Randall's
Evan
always
Mobley.
getting hurt.
I don't think he's better
I'll
than
give him that
Aaron
one.
Gordon, and I damn sure don't think he's better than LaMelo Ball.
I ain't gonna lie.
thought-
Aaron
yeah.
Gordon has been playing a lot better. Like when he first got in the league, I was kind of following him. He wasn't doing shit, but now he's been doing a lot better.
Yeah, but
There's a
that's-
couple
what-
players
what-
on
what
that
he
list
doing?
I'd take over
15
Derek White.
points, 6 rebounds.
He
That
got
ain't
some
shit.
defense too. I mean, he be there on the defense too. Don't get me wrong.
Aaron
I mean,
Gordon,
he come
yeah, I
off the
do.
bench. Like, he not a,
Nah,
I guess I
he
can see if he
start.
like a.
Aaron Gordon.
Oh, he start now?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the truth.
okay. I
He
didn't
the
know
truth
he
out there
starting
in
now.
Denver.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, Derek White though, he ain't a superstar, but
Yeah.
shit, he the best
If-
glue player.
He ain't a bum.
You don't
get
need
me wrong.
he don't need the ball at all, right?
You're right, but if Derek White, like, if he got offense, he would definitely be a
He do
top
has-
player.
He do
does
have
have
offense.
offense.
He's efficient too.
Don't get me wrong. He got it, but once he's scoring like 20, 25, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
He
what I'm saying.
does.
See, that's never gonna be
Nah,
his
Derek-
game to
Derek-
shoot that many
He's
times.
a defensive piece. He's
He
more of
has
like
He's a
games where
spot
he
up. He a
scores.
he
spot up
has,
shooter.
but
Yeah,
what
he's
I'm
a
saying
spot
is
up
like
shooter.
average.
He
Like,
can't create his
not-
own
he's
shot.
not-
No, he's
that's
not
what
gonna
I'm saying.
average.
That's but that's what I'm
20,
saying. Like
but-
if like when he's like, I'm not saying he's bad at it at all, but I'm saying like if he's able to get to that caliber, he'll be definitely a top 10 player.
I'm
bro.
taking
Like,
DeMar DeRozan over Derek
get
White
better.
10 out of 10 times. Y'all are wilding.
That's crazy.
I can't believe
Nah.
that shit.
No, yeah,
DeMar
I don't
DeRozan-
understand.
DeMar
DeRozan was-
DeMar don't play
DeMar
defense.
DeRozan was in MVP talks earlier.
10 dribble DeMar.
He don't play
You talking about
defense.
the same MVP
Bro, this
candidate
nigga, all he
that
gotta do
was
is turn
you
around and
last
pop.
week. You
That
said
nigga
Lonzo
wouldn't
His
know.
Ball
mid-range
was
is
the best
fire.
player
His
on the
His
team.
mid-range is crazy though.
Man, that's
I'm not gonna
insane.
lie.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
DeMar DeRozan is a bum. That's why nobody wanted him. Simple as
Look,
that.
his mid-range is
Mid range. Nobody got. This is
Yeah.
2024.
so.
Nobody does mid range.
Okay.
DeMar
so,
does.
That's why nobody wants him.
So moving into the top 10.
He's the new
Okay.
Harrison Barnes.
So the top 10 players in the league by ESPN's standards. Anthony Edwards, I believe it.
Okay.
Wait, is this in order?
Yeah, this
That's
is
number 10.
10.
Okay.
Kevin Durant at 9.
I feel like Kevin fell off.
Kevin Durant shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, I feel like he fell off. I'm gonna be honest. No, don't get me wrong. Kevin is.
Who are you moving in
all-around
to move
good player,
Kevin
but
Durant out? Wemby?
I put
So-
Jokic. I put it.
No.
well, I'm
Let
not-
Jokic.
me
nine,
let me
but-
give
Yeah,
you.
so
Let me
that's
give
how
you the
we
top
do it.
10.
So
Let me
if
give
I
you the
take
top-
Kevin out, somebody within the top 15 need to take his spot.
Right.
then,
and there's nothing in the top 15 to take Kevin Durant's spot.
Y'all wilding.
You wouldn't.
Let's see.
Who?
I'm trying to
He was
take a
still
look
playing
real quick.
pretty decent in Phoenix. He was still
that's what I'm
unstoppable. He
saying.
still makes shots.
Nah, he was not no still unstoppable.
I mean,
okay.
bro,
I'm gonna give you the rest of the top 10 real quick. Joel Embiid. Okay. LeBron.
That's 6,
7.
7.
Steph at 6. Jason Tatum at 5. And I'm not mad at that.
I'm putting Stephen over.
Here's
putting
where
Steph
Jason
over
Tatum.
Jason Tatum,
Here's
though.
where it gets a little bit weird. Shy at 4.
Shea Gilchrist.
Shea Gilgeous. Yeah, he should be more
can
of the
see it,
10
but-
range.
Yeah, he should be more lower. He should
And
not
then
be.
and then Giannis, Luka, and Jokic.
Okay, let's go back
Steph
to
Curry should be
KD.
top 5.
So-
yeah, Stephen Curry should definitely be top 5.
So, but KD though, let's get KD out of that. We can either throw Devin Booker in there.
No.
Yes, he's the best
Yeah,
player on
wait,
that
wait,
team.
let him say 5 first. I'll let him go 5.
You can throw Devin Booker in there. You can throw Bam Adebayo in there. Tyrese Halliburton. That's 3 people right there that's better than KD last year.
Coach, you're frustrating.
Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, you got a case.
I'll give you that.
I'll
one,
give
but-
you that.
Anthony Davis.
I can give you Jaylen Brown and I can give you Anthony
Jalen
Davis.
Brunson.
I can give you. I
I
can
can
give you
give you
that.
Jaylen.
I can give you
Definitely
that. I can give you
Jaylen.
that.
Definitely
Jalen.
Jaylen.
I probably out of any of them, I feel like Jalen would definitely fit that bill.
So
I feel like Jalen
Jalen
definitely fit
Brunson.
that bill.
We got him. We got Anthony Davis. Jaylen Brown. That's 3. I say Devin Booker.
Is
say
Shea
Jaylen
a top 5 player? in
Tyrese
the-
Halliburton.
Shea is not. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Nah,
he's
nah.
a top 10, but
Kevin
he's not a
Durant.
top 5.
Kevin Durant averaged 27, 7, and 5 on 52% shooting last year. You
Yeah,
got to
nah,
be
bro.
kidding me.
Yeah.
You have to be
He's
kidding me.
very
That was pretty
efficient.
good.
He's very efficient.
I mean, at the end of the day, I will never take that from KD.
Y'all are
But
wild. 27
bro,
points a game, 7.
bro.
But he didn't do shit when the games
listen,
mattered.
But listen, you also got to
Shit
think
at
about
all.
how
his
many
his points was
years.
garbage points.
How many years he been in the league? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say he had to go to the Warriors to get a ring, but that's what he did.
That's
to get a
just
ring.
like bringing up bronze stats. Those stats don't mean nothing. Those are garbage stats this year.
I mean,
these seasons.
But that's what I'm saying. He not lying too. Like a lot of stats are more inflated now. I mean, those are good stats. Like don't like that's some great stats. But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like KD is just not the same KD we want.
Didn't they get swept in the first round? Yes.
That too last year.
Like, come on.
Wait. No, they didn't get swept twice, but They also
You
got
get
that-
swept
that
with
belt
Booker,
and
Bill, and all
the
them
year
on your
before, too.
team. Like, come on,
Well,
man.
that's the
Like,
testament
and
of
they stat.
Booker and Bill, if you ask me.
So
No,
Bill
that's
didn't do a
KD
damn
too.
But I
thing.
mean,
That's
bro,
KD too.
if KD came to the Warriors, like if you a dominant player in general, like you should be able to lead your team and bring them
Right.
to the
Okay,
win,
let me
bro.
ask you this. Let me ask you
KD
this.
ain't never been that leader like that, though.
Let me ask you this, okay?
He's soft.
You take Shy and you put him on the Suns, and you take KD and you put him on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Back on the Thunder.
Who wins more games?
Phoenix.
I was gonna say Shea.
Phoenix.
Shay's definitely gonna win. He has deep, like, bro. You gotta think Shea will try to.
He
take
got
over
a
himself,
bag.
and then he has
Okay,
He got one of the
book
tightest
as
bags in
somebody
the
to
NBA
help, bro.
right
Like,
now.
Shay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like he is pretty slept on. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
Shea
watch some
decent. I
games.
ain't gonna
Like
lie. He dirty.
he be doing some crazy shit to 2-3 people. Like
But
I
guess-
be like,
I don't
what the
see him
hell?
Guess
top
what's
10
the
in the
biggest
league right
snub
now.
on the list, and nobody
I'll
said
give him-
anything?
I give
That
him
this
top
player is
10.
really a top 5 player, and he's not even in the top 25.
Who?
Ja Morant.
Yep.
The
What the
only
hell
reason
is Ja
why-
Morant on that list?
But the
'Cause he
only
likes-
reason why is
because he
because
likes
of that
shit.
gun
He likes to
shit.
play with guns.
I don't care about
That's
that. On the court,
nobody care about that.
on
But,
the
I mean,
court,
but
Ja Morant.
he hasn't played because of it though. That's been detrimental to what
think-
it looks
Well,
like
he was-
towards him.
But the thing is I think it's from last season's stats. He didn't play last season because he got hurt.
So that's just the boy. Don't get me wrong, Ja Morant is good, but he can't fill into this top 10 just because he don't
Top
have the stats.
5.
Top
Top 5.
Top
No.
5?
Top 5. Ja Morant, top 5.
Top 5.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
I don't know about top 5.
I'll give you
give him
top 10. But top
I don't
5?
know.
It was
Top
on
10,
his.
top
Okay,
10
no, wait.
guarantee.
What's your 5 then? Since Ja's on it, what's your 5?
My 5 gonna be
Here, no order. Just name 5
Giannis.
people.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant,
Mm-hmm.
Steph, and LeBron.
I got the Joker, Luka, Steph.
So you named 3
Anthony-
people who don't stick defense.
Joker, best player in the world.
I'll go next.
Luka, Anthony Edwards, Ja, Giannis.
Okay, so you still got Ja too. Okay. Mine will be Steph, Jokic, Luka, Giannis. Ooh, that last one.
So we the same 4 so far.
Yeah. Man, I want to say Kyrie, but I don't want to say Kyrie.
What?
Rod
That's
Strickland.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I want to say, damn. Honestly, man, this is a tough one.
You say so. While you thinking about it, so we ain't got dead air. We'll talk to you on how you said that they didn't play defense.
Yeah.
The Joker is a big man that scores at will, can't be stopped, and he gets assists. He's almost a point center at times.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
if
best
you
player in the
watch the game, bro, the Joker sit his lazy ass at the top of the key and he just throw the ball. The offense sets up and it revolves around the Joker. He's not setting nobody up to get no assists. He stands there and he throw the ball to the corner after they done set a back screen for Anthony or Gordon or somebody
I
or
think
Jamal Murray, and he just make the pass.
I think he set the record for most center triple doubles.
Like I just said, the offense is set up for him. He's not setting people up. He comes up to the 3-point line and as they cutting and they making moves, he hits you. And then if you see, he backing people
Ain't that what
down.
point guards do?
No, point guards, they coming off screens, they setting people up, they penetrating, they drawing people to them, and they kicking it to the people. That's a lot different than you sitting up there and everybody cutting and doing all that, and you just making a pass, and people just shooting threes.
But the ball usually comes back to him in the post, and then he either kicks it out or he scores on you because nobody
No.
can stop him in the
No,
post.
when he goes to the post, he back you down to the post. He don't
And bully you.
establish himself in the post. And exactly.
Taj,
That's a fucking foul. He's fouling, bro.
Okay,
He's
so-
fouling.
Who's
No,
your-
bro,
who's your
he's the
fifth?
only one getting away with hacking like that.
Honestly, I thought about it too. It probably might be Ja Morant because I honestly, don't get me wrong, LeBron's good, but I can't go with LeBron.
Give
So
me
I
your
say
5,
Ja.
Mark.
Ja is not top 5.
Well, we know
Give-
Jason
give- give
Tatum's
me your
number
top
1,
five.
right?
Oh,
Well, it's not
nobody.
gonna be number 1.
Damn,
This
was
ain't,
Jason
this
Tatum
ain't no
leading on the
order.
list?
Order. No, it
This
was
ain't no
never.
order.
Mine went
But
in
yeah,
order
no,
too.
I got Tatum in there, no doubt.
Okay.
I ain't even see him on that
LeBron,
list.
Steph, he was number 5.
LeBron, Steph.
He was. Don't talk about his boyfriend.
We
like
straight
that.
replacing him.
And I gotta have Joker and Giannis.
Did he even play in the Olympics?
A little bit.
So
You know what, man?
we all got a collective like
Oh,
four
hold
for
on.
a lot of them.
Hold on.
Steve, you the
I
deal
ain't got
breaker.
Giannis or Jokic in there. I mean,
LeBron's gonna
Jokic
be number
or,
one.
Yeah,
Doncic.
we got Giannis.
I
and
got
Jokic.
I got Luka, Giannis, Joker, Tatum,
Bro.
and Ant.
Because I
So
said
we
Luka
got
too.
4 of the same
Yeah,
too.
Luka.
Yeah, see, I want y'all to watch Denver's
Actually,
games.
no.
man.
I'm
I
sorry.
want y'all
I'm
to
sorry,
watch
I'm sorry,
Denver's
sorry,
games and y'all
I'm
see
sorry, I'm sorry,
exactly
I'm sorry.
what Denver do.
I'm sorry.
And tell me that's some
take
skill.
Take out Ant. Give me KD.
You would actually put KD in that 5.
What about LeBron?
Okay.
LeBron James right now mentally is probably still top 5, but physically over the course of a season, you don't really know in this season whether he's going to give you top 5 production.
But KD is,
And I'm not expecting KD's too efficient. LeBron isn't as efficient as KD.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I will say this.
If you're just talking, because the thing is like if you take KD and put him on the Lakers right now, if you just swap it, it's better. It's a better product.
Well, I was just gonna say
I like the KD over Ant, but when I saw Ant sweep KD and the how he was barking on KD, it was like almost like a torch being passed.
It was
I'm
a
gonna
tor-
put
it
Ant
was a
over
torch
KD.
being it was a torch being passed, but at the same time, there's still a last 5 minutes of the game, last 30 seconds of a game, ball in hand. Who do you want to have the ball?
Robert Ory.
KD never been that guy.
Robert Ory.
No.
That's what I'm saying. KD never
Chauncey
been
Billups.
Harrison Barnes.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Andre Iguodala.
Right. Andre Iguodala. You know what I'm saying?
KD
But
never been that guy though.
Because when I think of top 5 players in the league, I'm thinking in my brain, if there's one possession left, who do you want to have the ball or to be able to shoot the ball or to be able to produce?
Well, you can't say KD can't be that player because the 2 champipionships he won in
Kobe.
Golden State, he hit dagger threes last second of the game
And
RIP Kobe,
I don't
Kobe.
trust. And the thing is I'm going to be real with
from
you.
deep too.
It's a
Pause.
50-50 if you give LeBron the basketball in the last
Oh
possession
yeah,
of the game.
he don't even be wanting to go to the free throw line because he can't make free
Yeah.
throws.
But this is the question though. If there was 5 seconds in the game right now, there's no question the Lakers is giving the ball to LeBron. If there was 5 seconds in the game in Phoenix, there's no question Devin Booker's getting the ball.
There
So
is
what
a
are we
question.
even saying?
I'm not giving the ball to Devin Booker.
Well, that's
I would not.
only
They
that's
give the
only
ball to
that's
Devin
only
Booker every
because
5
time.
seconds left. I'm
that's
not
only
giving it to
because of
Booker.
LeBron's IQ.
They give it to Devin Booker every time the last 5
and that
seconds.
might be a coaching thing. And the coach calls those plays. But if I'm the coach, I'm like, you better give that fucking
Well,
ball
let's-
to our 2-time champion Kevin Durant, which you're not winning nothing at.
Well, this is
KD ain't
that's
never
the
really
same
done
thing.
that.
That's the same thing as saying John Stockton gonna have the ball. You're gonna give the ball to the best player is gonna make the best play for the team.
Right.
So LeBron is gonna make that point guard play. KD, if you give him the ball, he's shooting.
Nah.
I don't think KD passing the ball.
Devin
I think,
Booker ain't shooting. I mean,
LeBron-
ain't
Wait,
passing.
he
He's
talking
shooting
about
that bitch.
You
IQ
think
terms
he
though.
would?
I mean, when
Devin
it comes down
Booker
to IQ
shooting.
terms, he got a point. Like it come down to IQ in those scenarios. Like I feel like KD more or less will try and score rather than look for a pass. Like he gon'
So Devin Booker gonna pass it?
I think he has a
Bro,
more
Booker-
higher
No.
chance.
Devin Booker's gonna throw up a weird
Booker
ass
is
shot.
way more of a shot first than KD is.
I think the fact that KD can raise over anybody and get his shot off, he gonna try to take the shot.
I would rather give it to KD 100%. Booker's gonna throw
Devin
a
Booker,
crazy
Devin
ass
Booker,
shot.
Devin Booker gets switched on by a taller player, and now he fucked.
Yeah, you right.
KD ain't like
He try-
switching
he
off
try
on
to win
KD,
it.
and KD not getting his shot off. He gonna
All
get his
we,
shot
all
off.
we got to do is just look at the games and who they give it to. They give it to Devin Booker every time.
It's so weird. I don't understand it.
Every
but
time.
We're gonna move on to another topic. We're gonna talk about the other side of the spectrum. Those are the haves. These are the have-nots. You got players coming back from injury. I know we talk about Lonzo Ball every time. You know he shot a 3-pointer in
He's
this
looking
last
good,
game.
too.
The GOAT.
And apparently, everybody thinks he's the greatest player to ever play. Whatever. We'll move on from that.
Best 3-pointer ever.
we do have some injuries. We have one comeback and 2 injuries. Ben Simmons says he's ready to go.
He always says that.
I'm
shit.
sick of him. He needs to retire.
Also, Kawhi is out indefinitely.
I'm sick of him too.
That's not surprising.
It's very unfortunate what happened to Paul George.
I'm sick of him too.
Those 3 players,
Did you
those 4 players.
Have you guys seen the picture of him being hurt?
No, I haven't.
Extended all back, looking all gay like.
Someone said this is the zestiest injury I've seen.
Yeah,
in my
that was
life.
zesty than the mud,
Have you
boy.
seen it?
I haven't seen it. I don't really too much care.
It looked
for
like a chick
because the
posing.
last time I saw Paul George injure
What
himself,
was that when he broke his leg?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it
It's
wasn't
just-
that bad. It's just a hyperextended knee, I think.
Oh yeah. When the bone came out, you're right. It was very hyper.
No, I'm talking about the new one.
Oh,
No, that was a damn.
That was
that was some shit.
that was some shit off Saw.
No, for real. I was like, this on
Yeah, I
live
think
television.
it's just more the same with those guys. Those guys is just they got a reputation.
why
of-
I just don't think they
Why
want to
he-
win,
they
man.
got a
he-
reputation of being injured.
Why
you
is
know?
Paul George tooting it like that?
I don't, man. Why
Right.
do they,
That's why I said
That's-
like they got a reputation of being injured. I
Now-
mean,
I don't see
Now,
why we
here's
talk
the
about
thing.
the same topics
I have two players that
them.
Kawhi, between Kawhi Leonard and Ben Simmons, are they done?
nah, they ain't done just because they got a
Ben's-
contract for what? Ben Simmons got what 5 years left on this deal?
They need to clip his contract. He's not, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think Ben Simmons is the only NBA player in the NBA that isn't worth anything. He has no value. All he does is run down the court and pass the ball. And then he barely makes good plays nowadays. Like, it's not like he's gonna score. Nobody see him as a threat. Like, nobody see him as like he can play a little bit defense, but he ain't playing defense like he used to. So it's like,
But if
why
you put
is he
that on,
had a
if you
chance?
put that on the right team, that's a asset.
He
but
had
he
the
has to
chance.
want. He's one of those people that I was talking about earlier with the money. He's about the money. He's
Yeah.
getting $250 million, bro.
Oh, he a fashion-
He
he a
don't care
fashionista.
one day about playing basketball. He just want to go outside and just.
I
remember
think he
his
got a
second-
Fashion Nova contract.
Put
Right.
Ben Simmons on Phoenix.
Bro, his
What are
second
we-
year
I'm
with
sure
the
he
Nets,
still wouldn't do nothing.
He
his
locking
second-
he locking people down.
dude, his second year, I remember I saw a clip of him in the gym, shooting up threes, making them. And someone was like, he's coming back. Bro, that same year, he only played, I think, like 10 games. Didn't do shit.
He set out, bro. I literally seen.
He got a Fashion Nova contract.
He sat
That-
out in college too.
Bro, I watched him sit out like 30 games, bro, because I was watching the teams like he'd play the Warriors or something. Like, so I watched the other team. I'm like, bro, why is he still there? Oh, Ben Simmons not again. Like, he wasn't even injured. He
not
wasn't
listening.
injured.
He's dressed real
So-
nice though.
He got a Fashion Nova contract.
Oh, that's what you talking about?
Y'all stepping
but
on the
that ain't
joke.
Fashion Nova. That
Yeah,
boy
no,
dressed
no,
nice.
I'm just
saying.
Them
Whatever-
sweaters be on
whatever.
point.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's all he about.
He getting paid more
Yeah,
money
he
to
is-
sit on
yeah,
the
I be
bench.
like,
Sit
damn,
on the
that boy
bench, bro.
dressed nice.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's one player that I feel like just you shouldn't be in the NBA anymore. And it's crazy. Why do they keep giving him
Robbery.
a contract?
Robbery.
Why?
It's just the curious case of
Well, if Kawhi can get a contract, Ben Simmons can get a contract.
You know what I'm saying?
Why at least to try and score a bucket?
it's highway robbery. It's
Yeah.
it's highway robbery. Which one would you rather have, Kawhi or Ben Simmons?
Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi.
We all seen Kawhi game winning shot.
So at
We
least
ain't
you
see
can get
nothing but
something.
big.
You
Right.
at least get something out of Kawhi.
Okay.
Kawhi put some people in the stands.
Hall of Famers. We're gonna show some love to Chauncey Billups, who was inducted into the
Mr.
Okay,
Big
Chauncey.
Shot. Mr. Big Shot.
All right.
Big shot, Billups.
Shot. Okay. I
Hall of
used to play with him on
Fame.
2K back in the day, man. 2K 07, when D Rose right before D Rose got there, then 08, I'm like D Rose, little Chauncey, and then it was
My
over.
dad used to.
I wouldn't
my
have
dad
put
used
him
to
in the
light
Hall
me
of
up.
Fame, but he was decent though.
He was
When
decent.
I grew up-
You know who was decent?
They
on
watering,
2K?
good
they
role player.
watering down the Hall of Fame a little bit with that one.
What
Hey.
is Rasheed Wallace in the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think so.
Nah,
Hopefully
he
so,
known for
shit.
whooping ass though. He
Technical
he
fouls.
ain't really he known for
Man,
playing
my thing with
basketball.
Chauncey Billups is when I grew up as a kid, man, you call somebody a Chauncey, you was pretty much saying he was soft, or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Chauncey Billups came out here, he put it on, he put it down for the Chauncey's, man.
He know he
was,
held it
Put
down
it down for the
Hey,
Chauncey.
He
he
hit
put it
some
down for the
good clutch
Chauncey's
shots.
out
He
here.
hit some good clutch shots.
he
He
was-
held it down for sure.
He was lights out in Detroit. He did his thing in Denver, and he showed up in New York.
So what is
Yeah.
he, a role player? Y'all
No, I
know.
wouldn't say a role player. He's a floor general.
Yeah, he was a leader.
Yeah, he's a
He
floor
is,
general.
he's
He
a
was a
very
leader.
And he
he's
came a long way with the controversy
I give
that
him
he
that.
had coming out of college too, with the sexual assault. So he
you don't
came,
even think about it.
Yeah, he came a long way
That's
with
really
that.
good.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah,
really
shout out
good.
to Chauncey.
Shout out to Chauncey.
Shout out to that
Congrats,
04, that 04 Detroit team, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
That starting five, that's one of the toughest starting fives ever. Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince.
Rip
So
Hamilton.
what would you rank Chauncey on that team?
Out of the players on that team,
Out of the starting five.
Out of the starting five, I mean, it's kind of tough because
He was the leader.
he was the leader, but
The
he
leader
wasn't
of
the most.
That whole team.
The
Ben
whole
Wallace
team.
was the leader.
No, he was the
he was
coach.
the floor
he was the
general.
he was the bad. He made that
He was
bad
the point
boys.
guard.
He was Brown on the court.
Right. So he'll bring everybody attributes of
They
5
don't win that.
points.
They don't win that championship if you.
So they can win it without Ben Wallace?
I ain't gonna lie.
They
Ben
can win it
Wallace.
without
they
Rip
all-
Hamilton.
That was the
a
reason. That was the
defensive
reason why
anchor
that
for
team.
sure.
That was
They
the
can
reason
win
why
it
that.
without Tayshaun Prince
Put it this way. Put it this way.
or Rasheed Wallace?
Put it this way. There's very few point guards that you can sub in for Chauncey Billups with his same athletic inabilities and win that chip because he wasn't athletic.
Man, you could have put like a lot of point guards on that team.
I mean, at the
That was the
time,
ultimate team championship.
Listen. He's a better player than
I
Tony
just
Parker.
think like defensive.
He's a better-
Hell no, he ain't better than Tony Parker. You crazy?
He's better than Manu Ginobili.
no,
Manu
no,
Ginobili.
no, no.
Wait, wait, wait.
no,
The person who
no.
defended
Better
the Euro
of the
step?
Euro step?
I'm
Right.
saying-
No,
I'm saying-
no,
I'm
bro.
saying
the Euro
I'm
step.
saying
He's
better
a
than
ve-
Tony.
he's a better
Tony Parker is
he's a better
one of the best
he's a better
inside
point
scoring
guard.
guards in NBA history.
He's not a scoring point. I don't mean scoring point guard. I'm saying a point guard that can distribute the
But he
ball.
didn't even average 10
Nobody
assists.
was
Because-
So what are we
no.
saying?
He's
you
a floor-
distributing
the
at getting
thing-
7 assists a game?
The thing is that team didn't have a lot of scoring, and he
So
wasn't.
what did he do?
Chauncey Billups was the Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors, as he was
I
for
think he
Detroit.
played a good role.
He was the leader. He was the leader of the team and the glue. He everybody gives him his credit on that team. So if they give him the credit and we can see
I
it
mean,
on
he
the
the
screen,
point guard. He the one with the ball in his hand.
Right.
But you can easily replace him. But you couldn't replace Ben Wallace off that team.
I think you can't take one player off that starting five
No.
and it run the
I
way
think
they
it was
were
the perfect.
stacked,
It was
bro.
the perfect
It was
match.
perfect
It
fit.
was.
It was perfect,
Everybody
man.
went together with each other.
And it didn't come
And
together
then-
until they got
And then
Rasheed
so
Wallace.
if we're putting him in the Hall of Fame for just those 2 years where they won one and they made to the
no, you
final.
put him
in
in
Denver.
for what he did in Denver with Carmelo Anthony.
So what did he do in them times?
playoffs? Playoff teams.
So when he was in Denver, he had Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson. So he was the third wheel again. Then he had Kenyon Martin. So he was damn near the fourth wheel again. Didn't do shit there.
But Allen Iverson.
Allen
Allen
Iverson
Iverson.
wasn't
Yeah,
there.
it wasn't. That wasn't.
That
AI.
wasn't their year. He wasn't even there the whole time Chauncey was there.
Yeah.
He was there. They played together though.
I mean, I don't know.
So you still had Kenyon Martin, Carmelo.
I think
So
for
are
the
you
sake-
refuting his Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think it's mediocre.
I think-
that's a
I think
mediocre.
outside of
that's a
Tayshaun
mediocre
Prince,
career to be Hall of Fame.
I think out of
you might as
Tayshaun
well throw
Prince-
Derrick Rose in there if we're doing that, right?
I think outside of Tayshaun Prince and Rip Hamilton,
might have a point.
Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, and Chauncey Billups. Those are three Hall of Famers right there. I don't give it to Tayshaun just
How many
because
chips you got?
Rip?
after Rip. I won't give it to Rip
No, Rip,
because
nah.
they
You
didn't
don't
go
give
on
it
to
to
have.
him.
They didn't have great
You
seasons.
really don't even
outside.
give it to Rasheed Wallace.
Ben
I
Wallace
give it
gets
to
it.
Rasheed. I give it to
I give Rasheed Wallace.
Sheed
He
because
did
of what she
Portland.
did for the game altogether.
Man, he was a baller, man.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was
He was a bully.
Billups ain't really do nothing Hall of Fame worthy, man. Well, he had 2 All-Star appearances.
Man, half the people in the top 50 shouldn't be in the top 50.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about Hall of Fame, though, man. Like, come on, man.
But they all in the Hall of Fame if
How
you
do
top
even
50?
average 20 points a game?
It's sometimes
Never got you 10 assists. Like, come on,
No, this
man.
sometimes
man,
it's
hey, man,
sometimes it's
hey,
what you do.
man.
That's
Chauncey
a
Billups was a
very
coach.
mediocre
He was a
career,
coach
man.
on the floor.
Hey man, Steve
So-
Nash stole
so-
two MVPs
Chauncey
from Kobe,
Billups
bro.
only
It's
got
not
one
fair.
ring right now.
Right.
That's what it say. 2005 against the during
2004
Against the Lakers. He
Against
probably
the
never
Lakers.
Well,
even,
it say
he probably
2005,
never
but-
even got you
Bro, he had
20 points a game.
five All-Star appearances.
How many 20-point seasons? 20 points a
It
game.
ain't always about the
How many
20-point
10
seasons,
assists
though.
then?
Let me check out the stats.
You're a point guard. Give me something. Shit.
There's other ways to impact the game.
Yeah, I think Chauncey
Hall of
deserves Hall of
Fame,
Fame.
though.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
All right, so
Big shot, Billups.
So
You are not going to remember Chauncey Billups 20 years from
Chauncey
now.
If you got a
Billups-
nickname
wait,
in the
you
league,
will.
Mr. Big Shot,
Chauncey
you should be
Billups-
in the Hall of Fame.
You should be in the Hall.
all right, so
And he's a
Chauncey
horrible
Billups'
coach.
highest scoring game was in 2005-2006. He averaged 18.5 points a game.
That's it.
That's it. That was his highest ever.
Clay Thompson averaged that last year, and they said he sucked.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's
Come
what I'm
on.
saying. So
But
like, look,
you gotta,
when
you gotta
he
imagine
started in
that there wasn't a
1997,
lot of 100-something scoring games.
Look,
back
look.
then.
So even if you look at it, like he went from like when he started in 1997, he went from 11 points 1999 he had 8 points. Then he had 2001 he had 12.
No
Then
way a
eventually
Hall of
in
Famer should
2002,
ever
he
average
had
8 points.
12.5.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Honestly, I'm with him. Like
That's
if he
horrible.
didn't even average 20 at his highest point of his career.
Right.
There's
that
other
got-
ways.
What does that got to do with the Hall of Fame?
There's other
Well,
ways to
pull up
impact
your
the game.
assists.
So
We're talking about the best of the best of the best is Hall of Fame.
Exactly. So you're telling me if I hit a few game winners, I get in the Hall of Fame?
Right.
No, you got to.
That's a moment.
Yes.
No.
That's a Hall of Fame moment.
No,
I bet Robert Ory get in the Hall of Fame
Listen,
one day.
You know what? Maybe he should be on the Hall of Fame team.
Listen,
Let's put the Detroit Pistons as a Hall of Fame team.
We also have to remember they
That's-
were at the time they were only scoring less than 100 points
Let me
per
look at the
game.
games.
There were
Look at the
games
Man.
where listen in
80s.
in that finals. Pull up the score to the final. The
What year?
Lakers Pistons finals.
They'd be in the 80s.
The 2005,
Man,
2006.
come on, man. He played in the 2000s too. We were scoring 110 points a game. He just
The
wasn't a
2004
scorer.
finals. The 2004 finals. We're gonna give you the series summary. Okay, the result: Game 1, 87-75. Game 2, 91-99. Game 3, 68-88. Game 4,
Six-
That's
88
because
points.
we're talking about one of the
Game three
best
is the one
defensive
different.
teams of all time.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
Against
the
one of
team should be a
against-
Hall of Fame.
Against arguably the best scorer to ever play the game.
But still, for them to have that decent
That
high
was
of a
2
score,
years
like, bro, you
that they
gotta
did
think,
that.
Nowadays, our games ended in what 110, 120.
Yeah,
right? That's
that-
only
what-
20, 30 points more though. So there's
but that's a lot. But what I'm
a lot.
saying is, at the time they weren't scoring that many points per game.
You're right, and it was more
So-
2-pointers.
So yeah,
Well, pull up the leading scores from that series
it was
on
Kobe-
both teams.
leading scores from the series.
From both teams.
Let me see.
I bet Detroit wasn't producing no 30-point scores.
And excuse me, in that series, Chauncey Billups averaged 21 points per game.
That's why he was the Finals MVP. That was his best. That was his best run of his career. But that's
Hall of
one
Famer?
year. That's what I'm saying. That's 1 year.
How many players in the Hall of Fame don't even have a ring?
Why are they in the Hall of
You're not
Fame?
lying.
We comparing them to other ones. I'm talking about Hall of Fame, the best of the best. He's not the best of the best. He
Kobe-
never
excuse
was
me,
the best
excuse
point
me,
guard.
And here's the thing. And here's
In any year.
Listen, he averaged 21 points per game. The highest on the team was Rip Hamilton, who averaged 21.4 points a game. And on the Lakers, the highest on the team was 26 points per game, Shaquille O'Neal, and the second highest was 22 points per game, which was Kobe Bryant. Every other player on the Lakers, there was no other player that averaged double digits on the Lakers, and on the Pistons, there was no other player that averaged more than 13 points in a game. There were only 3 other players that averaged 10, or 2 other players outside of that averaged 10. So there weren't high scoring games. The players back then weren't scoring that many points. Chauncey did his fucking thing. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
So you saying like kind of like money inflates, right? It's kind of like that. So back then, like since it
That was
wasn't
like
inflated, it's
what
like
what he did is the same thing right now is dropping 40.
Hell no, man.
bro,
You crazy?
His average
highest
was
of his
18.
highest- that's his highest of his
it would've been
career.
20. It would have been like 20 or 21, bro. Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? But 18.
Okay. So we having this conversation, and just last week we said that Derrick Rose is Hall of Famer.
No, we didn't. I said he's
No,
not.
He said he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't
not
want
a Hall
nobody
of
in the
Famer.
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He's not.
You don't want nobody in it.
No, I'm saying that's something you have to earn. I ain't talking about just 1 or 2 years out of a 20-year career. Now you're a
Here's
Hall
the
of
real
Fame.
I
question.
can promise you, there's a lot of players who don't have those accolades.
What qualifies to everybody as a Hall of Famer? Personally, I feel like a championship and at least a couple awards and some all times.
Well, we ain't on the board.
And if that's
For
the
me,
case, then AI
for me,
is a Hall
I
of
say at
Famer.
least one time of your career, you was the best at your position. At least one time.
What's the best though?
So
Well,
so
everybody
nobody
like
in Jordan
using
era should
all
be in the
NBA.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, all NBA. Okay.
No
all
shooting
NBA.
guard in that era because they were never no shooting guards better than
Clyde
Jordan.
Drexler's not a Hall
So
of
I'll
Famer.
call it get Clyde out of here.
Okay.
Vince Carter. Because
I
he's in
said
the Hall
Michael
of
Jordan
Fame.
era.
No, I'm just
Well,
saying.
yeah, nah, you probably could.
So why would you put Clyde Drexler in the Hall of Fame?
Because he was known for dunking, and
Are you serious?
it was. Look, honestly, I didn't
Wait,
see much
wait,
of that
are
era.
you- are you
but
for
from
real?
What I seen, he was.
Come
he
on.
was just known
Coach.
for
He got
dunking.
one ring.
Coach.
Come on. No,
Coach.
come on.
What? Like you say, he never was the best player.
I think he's trying to go viral. This nigga trying to get us out of here.
He's trolling.
Come on with it. Hey.
All right,
Clyde Drexler don't belong in the Hall of Fame.
No, for real though. I'm for real. So
I can't,
why would you put him in there?
I can't.
Give me reasons why would you put him in there?
I
His
mean,
ring with Houston?
No, because he was one of the top players in the game
he was
during his
giving
time.
it to Jordan. He was
He
giving
was
it to
giving
Jordan.
it to Jordan.
because he was
He
Jordan's
didn't give
driver.
Jordan
That's
nothing.
He wasn't giving
crazy.
Jordan
When y'all
nothing.
said he gave to Jordan,
That's
Jordan came out after smoking cigars and playing poker and bust his ass the next day.
Right.
He didn't get Jordan nothing.
Nah, he ain't get Jordan nothing, but he belongs in the Hall of Fame. He was one of the best players in the league.
because he competed with Jordan.
No,
Is that
because he was one of the best players in the league. It was Clyde Drexler.
He had a decent era.
He was
but
the
if
best
didn't-
team.
If his
He was-
heights
he
wasn't
was the
Hall
best
of Fame
player.
worthy, that's what I'm saying. So if you never was your best player in the position and you didn't win championships playing at a high level, why would you be Hall of Fame?
He was the best player on his team. Took him to the finals 2 years of his
They
career.
got swept once and they won one game the next.
So I mean, based off of what you're
They
saying,
went to the finals.
Vince Carter
they
and
got swept
Trace
and they
McGrady.
won once the next.
Vince Carter and Trace McGrady aren't Hall of Fame players.
Oh, and he went with Houston and won one. with Houston.
By my stats and terms, what I think.
Why would you throw them in
Technically, no.
there? Why would you throw them in there? Yeah, they had good seasons.
They had good seasons. They had a
But
great
why would you
run.
throw them in there? At
I'm
what
going
point
off
was
chips
Vince
and
Carter
stuff.
the best player at his position?
Like
Wait, in the whole league?
I'm thinking
Yeah.
dominant. Like when I say when I say Hall of Fame, I'm thinking dominance.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't
like,
talking about
like-
all-star.
like
I'm talking about
Shaq.
Hall
You know
of
what I'm
Famer.
saying? Like Dominique Wilkins, like somebody that could dominate the court and like really
Consistently.
kill somebody. Like literally.
So do
over
you
and
think
over and over.
you think John Stockton was dominating?
I mean, they gave him the logo. I don't think he was dominating, but they gave him the
Consistently, John
logo.
Stockton did.
But I mean,
That wasn't.
it's-
He's not the logo.
John
That's
Stockton,
John-
Jerry
I'm
West.
Jerry West,
Jerry West.
Jerry West. But John Stockton, I mean,
He led the league
over
in
time.
steals.
I mean,
Yes, he dominated.
Steals and jump
When
shots.
you-
Wait, did he
and
have
assists.
Yeah, steals and
What
assists.
had Chauncey
He had
led
steals
the
and
league
assists.
in?
So I mean, then again, like
That's what I'm saying. He dominated his position.
Chris Paul call up, or he's still above Chris Paul?
He
Let
might
me
be
check
still
real quick.
above.
Let me-
He
let
might
me
be
check,
above
let me
him.
check,
I'm talking. We talking about he the all-time.
According to what you guys,
We
Chris
the
Paul
all-time-
ain't a Hall of Famer.
He not.
He not because he hasn't
not.
won.
He ain't the best point guard in his position.
He not.
He's not. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Wait, you saying he's not a Hall of Famer?
No, he's
no,
not.
Man, you wildin'.
just because. No, don't get me wrong. Chris Paul's a great
Where
player.
am I right
He's
now?
always
He
been
was
good.
crazy. I think he's doing this shit on purpose.
Listen. I'm kind of with him though. Chris Paul has been on horse. Like I've always loved Chris Paul, but he hasn't been able to pull off a chip with his team.
Hold
Like,
on,
he's
hold on,
always
hold
been
on.
a great team
So-
leader. He's always been a great floor general, but he's never
good
been
at
able to
that.
pull
You're right.
off.
So since he
an
doesn't have a
overall
chip,
play-
Carmelo's not a Hall of Famer.
No. Carmelo would not be a Hall of Famer to me either.
We're
Carmelo
moving on.
gave
No, we're not doing
Man,
that.
there's a-
We're not
if you
doing
look
that.
at the- if
We're
you
not
look
doing
at
that.
come on, bro. If you
We're
look
not
at
doing
NBA
that.
history,
We're
that's
not doing
20,
that.
30
He's
Carmelo.
he's the
Anthony.
greatest
Bernard
the
King.
greatest Olympic USA basketball player.
So if you want to
of all
throw him
time.
in the Hall of Fame for the Olympics,
For Olympics,
his international play, that's different.
That makes sense. Yeah,
That's different.
But we're okay. A medal is okay. If he wins a medal, yes, you can add him to Hall of Fame.
Didn't Chauncey win a
That's-
fucking
that's-
medal?
He has a medal.
That's what I'm
Chauncey has
saying.
a
If
medal
you want
too.
to throw international
Okay,
play,
then that
in,
makes sense.
That's different.
Okay.
But I'm talking about NBA.
We talk about right. We talk about just the
NBA.
NBA, bro.
No.
like if you ain't winning like that in the
I
NBA,
can't do
because the
that. I
NBA,
can't.
like look, the NBA is the elite, right? It's the elite of the elite. So if you can't beat other people in the elite of the elite, then you technically don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on. There's we got
That's
one more topic. Yeah, I know.
For me to be
Hey, Chris Paul,
the
Chauncey,
the
come at me
NBA
if you
has
want
it
to,
set
man.
out for you. They have it set out. They has all NBA first team, all NBA second team. They're saying that you're the number one person or the number two person in your position. If you can consistently make that team, you're a Hall of Famer.
That's a tight
What's
squeeze.
the next topic? Man?
That's a very tight squeeze.
Anything else is an all-star.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Before we take off, obviously Colorado won today.
Yes,
I
sir.
saw something floating around that Shador and Travis Hunter might go 1 and 2.
That was off one mock. I seen only one mock. I think it was a CBS mock, but I looked at all the other ones. They would have Shador at number 5 or,
Is
top
Shador
10.
the best?
Both definitely top 10.
Is Shador the best quarterback to come out of this draft?
I think so. But
I think readiness.
Yeah.
He's playing a pro offense right now.
Would it be appropriate for them to go 1 and 2?
I don't think Travis Hunter
I think-
physically can go that high.
I think Travis Hunter would go number 1 if he didn't get hurt as much as he do.
That's why I said his physicality, I don't think
He
he can
gets
go
too
that
hurt.
high.
I think
that's
But
a
he
risk.
sh-
He's
he
more of
should
a
be
risk
number
than a
one.
I think
reward.
he's top 5. For sure.
Top five.
Yeah.
Depends on who's at that pick. Because you don't got that many quarterbacks for a bunch of people to be trading up trying to get the franchise quarterback.
What is it?
Well,
What is
would
it?
hold
you-
on. So
would
if
you
you
rather-
put Travis Hunter in the top 5, what position are you drafting him at?
I was gonna ask you, what
He's
position
his
would you
cornerback.
rather?
So he's a top 5 corner
Yeah.
in college. Yeah, I would say so.
But
I
he's
would
the number
rather
one
have him
corner.
at corner.
Yeah, but I wouldn't draft him as a receiver top 5.
Oh, no.
What position does he play in the NFL?
I say corner.
Corner and some receiver.
Okay.
You like alternating?
If they go
No,
1
not-
and 2,
Just some plays.
He
make
play
him a
every
receiver.
snap right now.
if they go 1 and 2,
Both sides.
if they go 1 and 2, what does that do for Deion's legacy?
Deion's legacy.
I don't think he.
I don't think that'll have much to do with
yeah,
Deion.
impact.
No.
Well, his son going high would be because that's his son.
Well, it will look good on this marker because he brought those guys from Jackson State.
Right.
So
But his son would have been with him no matter what. But Travis Hunter, the fact that he came over with him and he's playing the same positions.
and then think about that. Remember Travis Hunter? He was the number 2 recruit in the country. So
He was already destined to be that.
destined.
I thought
he was
he was
already
number one.
destined to be number 1 or number 2. He was
He was
already
already gonna
destined
be-
to be great.
He was going to be him regardless.
Yeah.
The thing is with him, it looks so nice being next to Deion because that was Deion. He played corner and receiver. He was
Yeah.
that guy.
Apparently,
You know what I'm saying?
protege.
he said that he has someone else like that plays like Travis.
That's good, man. I'm interested to see
If they go
that.
1 and 2, does Deion stay?
He said he doesn't want to go to the NFL.
He
It's
said
hard
he
to
can't
see
deal with
Deion
grown-ups.
staying.
Yeah.
It's hard to see Deion staying.
He might go to a more powerful school maybe, but I think what he's doing in Colorado is dope. He should stay.
You need to give me one of them helmets before you go, though.
and a pair of shades.
We should all go to a
I ain't gonna
Colorado.
lie, that's kind of shocking for one person to say they want to stay in college.
pair of shades
get
Everybody
cold,
wanna go to the
too, man.
NBA.
He said
I mean,
he
and
don't want to
NFL.
deal with the NFL and
It'd
how
been
they're
dope
all
for you to
about
went to a
just
Colorado.
Yeah,
game.
about money.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, that's how it is.
That's
like,
for the coach.
It's about money nowadays,
It
man. I
is
feel like
about
they
the
don't
money.
have that heart like that now.
And think about this though, how much money they're getting to stay in college now.
Yeah, they
Shador
get a
might-
package
if
for it.
Shador is not offered a top 5 draft pick, why not stay another year?
Because I'm getting paid.
Well, he'll be,
Right.
he'll be the number one quarterback to come off the books.
Is
Yeah,
he
but
a
if he don't
senior?
like his situation, let's say if
Right.
Carolina's about to get him, why not stay another year? You
Is
gonna
he a
still
senior
make.
though, or is he a
He's
junior?
a junior.
I was
Is he?
thinking about
He
that
still
too.
got another year
Yeah,
too.
so you still, and then you can play
read-
5 years.
I was gonna say you can do one more year after,
and then you could do one more year because
if
it's the
you
COVID
transfer or
year.
something, yeah.
It's the COVID year. So if it was from 2020, you can do another year because they didn't play that year.
Because I didn't went to school with some people that's been hooping for a while. I'm like, how y'all still hooping?
COVID
So
year.
the projection I
Yeah.
seen was Cleveland would have the number 1 pick. Do they get rid of Deshaun Watson's contract to take that pick, or do they keep Deshaun and draft Travis Hunter?
Keep Deshaun, draft Shador.
If Cleveland has that pick, Deion's not going to let his son come out. He's not going to let him go to Cleveland.
That's what I was thinking too.
He's not going
Yeah,
to let him go to
no.
Cleveland.
I think he even said he
wanna
wants
hang
them
out
to
in
go
Cleveland?
somewhere hot or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Dion to be like
His gold chain to
Atlanta
be
or
too
something.
cold on his neck in Cleveland. Frostbite on the neck.
He was like, take it off. I feel that.
All right, fellas. I appreciate you guys rocking with us today. That was a good show. We actually went a lot longer than I.
Can I squeeze something in?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Since this is a man pod, you know today is Sweetest Day. It's supposed to be our day. Did anybody get taken care of today by their significant?
Man.
Today's Sweetest Day.
I
Wow.
ain't even know. I just had to put. I just found out to put that in there.
Hey, but listen, you know they always advertise Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
though.
you know
they
what
don't
world we
care
live in.
about us, man.
You know what world we
We
live
only
in.
get the big piece of chicken, man. That's all we get. Not even that.
It's all right.
Yeah, man. That's a good one, bro.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is what it
Next
is.
week.
Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Thank you so much for giving us your time. We are the Sports Panel, and we shall see you guys very, very soon.
Peace.